Hello and welcome back to the Gamer Muscle YouTube channel where we're live and jumping into Assetto Corsa to check out the latest DLC pack for Assetto Corsa, the Assetto Corsa Ferrari 70th Anniversary Pack, which features a bunch of Ferrari vehicles. The 250 GTO, 330 P4, 31267, GTO 1984, the 2004 F 2004, the 2017 812 Superfast, which isn't slow, it's super fast, I'll have you know, and the 2017 SF 70H. So we're going to try and check out the cars. We're going to go through them. You can join us in chat if you're here live with us, and I'll try and endeavour to answer the questions as best possible. It should be pretty chilled out, and of course those of you watching this as a catch-up, hello, don't forget to subscribe and like, and feel free to skip around this rather convoluted video, because that's what happens with live streams. You should have subscribed so you're here with us live, and you're so bad for missing it. But hello everyone that's joined us in chat: Izzy, VFX, Matt Moan, 5000, Blown Fuse, Tachi Dragos, and everyone else that's come on in. And well, we're going to try streaming this at 1080p. Oh, it's the future. Watch out, games consoles. That's too much resolution unless you're on the PlayStation Pro or the Xbox 4012. Those of you on PC, you know, you're used to 1080p. To you, that's been normal since about the 90s. I don't know if my computer can handle that though, so we'll find out. We'll find out, and we might crash. I've overclocked my system to 4.4 gigahertz, 10,000 gigawatts. We've gone all in. Probably going to burst into flames, but at least the red flames will complement the red cars on the screen. So that, you know, it's not the end of the world if the computer bursts into flames, as we say. So, without further ado, let's check out some of the cars. Let's start off with the 1962 250 GTO. Here it is. It's that simple. Just bought a Ferrari, bargain. It's £5, and you've got 6 cars, I think it is. It's streaming at 60 FPS as well. 48 FPS, because it's close enough to 60. You can't really tell the difference. I shouldn't have said anything. YouTube will think it's 60, but that's normally pretty good. Unfortunately, the DLC doesn't have Laguna Seca yet. Kunos are working on it. Sim Racing Girl has an interview with Marco Mazzaru. I said his name wrong. With Mr. M. with Marco, can't say his surname. Sim Racing Girl has a good interview with him where he talks about that. Check that out on her channel. And that's coming. But for now, we're just going to have to stick with the mod tracks. And the mod track's pretty fantastic. All the tracks are already in the game. Where shall we take out this car? Where shall we take it out first? It's a 1960s car, so it's going to be more sloppy than a sloppy milkshake. Donington Park's alright. The Highland tracks might be nice. I haven't got Goodwood. No, I will download that and give it a go. That could be an idea, actually, if it's a good mod track. Where can we go with our cars? Where shall we take our Ferraris? Alton Park's an idea. Too many tracks. So many good mod tracks here. You know what? I'm going to go to the old Brands Hatch. It's a good track for this. Can't go wrong with Brands Hatch. Probably the closest track to where I am in Kent, so can't go wrong. Let's do it. Brands Hatch GP. I think we already had that selected. Well, of course, we'll do a race. Why not? And before we actually drive, let me get this window up here sorted out. And I will say, if we crash, just hang around, we'll reload back up. It's quite possible I'm going to get a blue screen of death. It's more than quite possible. It's incredibly likely, as I haven't tested these overclock settings, so we'll see what happens. Right, it's got the game right, there we go. Just checking YouTube settings. You never know with YouTube if it's right or wrong, or what's going to happen. Yes, Ferrari pack. Hi, Mickey Zatto. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Opponents. What difficulty should we put them on? Time of day 3 PM. Starting position 10th. This is my classic setup for single player. I'm just going to restart the chat room, guys. Hang on. Be 1 second before I can see messages again. Restream chat's had a bit of a doodaddle. There we go. 3 p.m. ambient temperature 26 degrees. That sounds good. Wind direction random. 6 laps. Actually, before I get to the track, I'll just go over my settings quick for you guys that want to know that maybe just getting this. 900 degrees rotation. We've got throttle, pedal, brake. That's all good. You can see them also coming up on the screen there. Shifters. I'm using the button box. We've got a separate shifter here. SHH shifter for our shifting here. Sim dash gear button box. SW20 direct drive wheel. Force feedback settings. Here we go. We just got the gain on 70%, and I edit it in game depending on the car. Slip effect 30. Oh, this is one of the new updates of Assetto Corsa 1. God knows what version we're on. They've now got ABS effects, and they've also got some force feedback effect. Well, they've always had some effects in the game, but they've got a separate slider here for ABS effects. And so presumably that gives you like a weird like vibration, like you get an ABS in your car when you're trying to avoid running over grandmas crossing the road. So that'd be interesting to see what it's like. But you've got separate sliders, and inside the game there's supposed to be other force feedback sliders as well for actually controlling some of these things. But you can see we've got slip effects, ABS effects, and that's on 21% by default. We have 30% of slip effects. That's from previous. We have all these off because we're using a direct drive wheel. You don't need any of those filthy effects. This SW20 does it all. It picks everything up. All good. So there we go. We've got all that set, and I think we're ready to take out the old what was it again? What car was it again? I've just lost my car. Damn it! There we go. The 250 GTO. I need to set the AI. That's a good point. There we go. 250 GTO. Got the AI set. Got the H pattern set. I think we're good. Is it buffering? Is it? Let me have a look. The stream is buffering. Let's have a look here. Says it's healthy. Maybe it's buffering for you guys because the quality's too high. Let me type in chat. Let me know. Is it buffering? Is the stream working? Looks all right on my end. Give me a shout if it's buffering. You might want to reduce the graphics settings, YouTube down to 720p if you have problems. Right. Hi, the Aussie Racing channel. Welcome back. Check out the Aussie Racing channel's YouTube channel, guys, if you want to. I think he's got a YouTube channel. Give him a shout out. Bonus. Streaming perfect fine. Okay, right. Let's get to the track. 20 opponents. Let's see if it's burst into flames. I'm excited to drive this, you know. And the game, I'm going to have to change the game. We've been playing Project Cars 2 all morning. I've actually got Project Cars pretty good now. Project Cars 2 Force Feedback. It's pretty much getting there with our direct drive wheel settings. And I'm actually having fun driving through some of the vehicles in the single player. 1440p max. I need a... Bloody hell, we've got a firework display in our ears there. Let's turn that down a touch. Right, turn it up here. Let me know if the volume levels are good or bad for you guys. There we go, it sounds good to me. I'm not sure, Jonathan Wolf. I know you guys can't see anything in a second. Hang on, let me just fix this. Game capture, Assetto La Corsa. Assetto Corsa! It's a me, Assetto Corsa. Okay, we've got that done. Window capture. Well, we'll just leave that on and see if the computer bursts into flames. Yeah, you might need to reinstall your AC, Jonathan Wolford. It could be like a mod thing, it could be an app thing. It should be fine. I mean, I've not done anything. I just got the DLC and I've got tons of mods installed, so it should just work. But it's hard to say. Oh, what's this? Oh, hang on. Stop. Okay, well, hang on. Let's pull over here. Okay, let's break the rules. So we've got this new force feedback controller. Don't know how clear that is in the stream. The slips. Oh, I like a bit of the slips. Oh, so that's the effects that you've got in the menu, but you can actually do it in game now with the force feedback strength thing. That's cool. I like a little bit of the slips. I normally set this around about 50 here because I'm too weak. I've got a cold. That's my excuse. Right, so but that's about 50. But that's nice. You can now change all this in game. Awesome. That's part of the update. Everyone gets that, regardless of if you've got the DLC or not. You can hear the cars driving around. Okay, let's get driving. Just deleted all the mods, yeah. That's often the fix. Restart the session. Oh, well, we're at total angle. Look at that. The suspension is compressed. There we go. Uncompressing. What was I going to do? Nah, we're okay. Right, let's get driving. 10th place. Let's find out if the stream has problems. Whoa! Side on. Oh, look at the cars in front. Oh, dear. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. I think the game's put... I think the game's put the V-Sync is on. Right, hang on. Premature launch, ladies and gentlemen. Graphic settings, video. V-Sync is on, I can tell. If it's not on, I've embarrassed myself. There you go, V-Sync's on. And there's also some camera stuff going on here we need to fix. What's going on here? Lock on, there we go. There we go, that should fix that. Sorry about that. V-Sync. Don't ever, if you're playing on a screen, unless you've got like a 120 or 200 Hz whatever monitor, generally you don't want V-Sync on. If you're playing with a 60 Hz screen and you've got V-Sync on with a driving sim, it's just terrible. There we go, that's better. Okay, the cars in front there where we set off looked amazing. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. Oh dear. It's got more slip than a bar of soap, this car. Okay. Right, we need to... Okay, we need to rein this in a bit. First of all, I need to adjust my camera. Hang on. Another premature launch. We blocked all the cars behind us. Camera position. And maybe we could go for the bonnet cam. Look at that. What are they doing? I've forgotten what I... Oh, there it is. We need to adjust the camera here so it's actually in a good position. I think that will do. Start again. I'm just doing a single player because it's faster and more convenient for streaming than fiddling around with the multiplayer. But someone could set up a multiplayer server if they want to, and then we could join into that. Need to restart the race. I have used Content Manager in the past, and I would generally use it, but I find it's just something else that can end up being a faff. I've got used to using AC as it is. And then for stuff like Sim Racing System and just what I've got used to, I tend not to use it. This car is so loose. Right, there we go. Look at the rear. Actually has that the sort of Junior Ginetta car that we were driving in Project Cars 2 recently. Oval shape to the rear. Oh. Oh, you got to be so subtle on the accelerator. The AI seems to be struggling a bit here. Might have to turn them up. Or mind you, it is lap 1 and they get faster. Erwin Vanderboer, there you go. Have you got the DLC? You could set up a Ferrari server if you do. Come on. Oh, back of the car coming out. There we go, AI driving off now, embarrassing us. That's what we're used to seeing. How's the frame rate going for the stream? Ah! I've just been punted off. Okay, so this 250 GTO is really slidey. Absolutely bonkers. It literally is a bar of soap. Quite a fun bar of soap though. To try and actually work with the car. It's really really, really sensitive to the throttle input. You have to be super delicate. Nice frames, that's good news. Sounds, I think it's using the same sound as some of the other cars that are similar spec in the game. Oh, so little grip with this car. Oh, there goes the fronts. It's only £5 for the DLC, but yeah, if you don't like Ferraris, I guess you might not want to get it, but given what cars it's including, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think the console versions are a little bit behind the PC versions of the game, so you have to wait for them, but this should be coming to the console versions. Oh no, look at the AI driving off. I've just been embarrassed all day today by AI. I don't know why I bother. Oh no. I'm all over the shop. The car trying to make a move on our right. This car's like Dora the Explorer in the centre. It's moving, it's kind of wobbling on the suspension, and then you kind of have to watch out. Look at how much suspension travel the car's got. As the car in front puts his brakes on, it's like he's doing an endo on a mountain bike. Expect the car to do like a front flip. It's like a gymnast. Oh! Coming up the inside. Oh. There we go. Thanks, Francis Clark. I think what we need is a... I need to get a vintage rim for my sim rig for this direct drive wheel. I don't have a quick release, but having like a 1960s steering wheel, the ginormous wood rim, so I could be doing that, driving these older cars would be so fun. Ah! Okay, so once the fronts start going on this car, you're a passenger for quite some time, so you have to be super careful with the front end, but the initial turning's quite nice, and then the throttle response with the rears, the car has way too much power compared to its actual grip, and you can get locked in understeer as well, so you really do have to understand the grip and the profile of the car to get the most out of it. Yeah, it really is quite a boaty car, but that, you know, that's part of the fun of the older vehicles. Even third gear's enough to get the back of the car out around Sutries. We'll check the version of Goodwood out after this race. We'll have a look to see how good it is. Smooth things out. That's the key really with these older cars, is to just really, really be delicate. Drive them as if you're eating with chopsticks. And then just sort of delicately balance and adjust the car. As soon as you get monstrously loose, you're just going all over the place. There we go, we'll smooth things out a bit. Not sure what's going on with the clutch here. Maybe it's the autoclave, it seems to be biting in rather than smoothly catching. This is good though, this is really nice. Can't wait to drive this in VR, but even in 2D, pretty nice. Yeah, Assetto Corsa on its 70th anniversary. It's an old game. First version of Assetto Corsa was black and white, as you all know. Whoa! Not sure what happened there. Violent camera shake. Whoops. Yeah, you can see the whole track from the grandstands, which is nice. There's a couple of tracks like that, and also because you've got the way that it goes up the hill, you can see it going off. It's only this section we're on now that you can't see from the grandstands. Look at the colour of his car. And the number plate, proper 1960s number plate on it. It's so cool. Oh no! Take down. Oh, sideways out of there. I'm all over the shop. Here we go. Oh. You got a tax-free car, James Osborne. Good way of saving a lot of money there. Getting a vintage car if you earn a lot. People have made a fortune out of vintage cars in the last sort of 2 or 3 years. Setting this thing up must be a nightmare. What do you mean? Setting this car or the simulator? Oh yes! This is good. This is a good car. Well, the thing is, you know, actually, vintage... I don't think the vintage tracks are very good. And they're not normally... Vintage Monaco's amazing. There's a really good one in R Factor 2. But in general, because of the way they're designed, vintage racetracks, it was more sort of like a drawn-out... It was kind of more of like a mixture between rally and what you get with modern, or I say modern, 70s to 90s tracks. The older racetracks are more on that sort of rally side, where they were essentially just linked up road tracks, like what you see with the Le Mans circuit. So you end up with these really long, drawn-out cats. But the classic Spa actually is a good track. This classic Monza is a bit dull, I think, and a bit boring. Oh, you spend a lot for one of these cars in real life, because if you hit into someone, they just vaporise. Rather, you know, and there's no evidence left over, because the car's so heavy, and it's got so much mass and so much speed. It is like when a train hits someone, you know, it doesn't knock them over. They literally just turn into a mist. That's why people buy these cars, not because they're a good way to avoid tax and depreciation of your money. What's my favourite track? I have a couple of tracks. I don't really have a single favourite. I really like Alton Park. I really like Brands Hatch. I really like Imola. I really like Laguna Seca. There's tons of tracks. You know, you end up liking them for different reasons. I really like, as I say, classic Monaco and F1 Monaco. F1 Monaco. Modern Monaco. Brain is in a bit of a state of disarray at the moment. Look at the tyre marks. I would buy you the DLC, Owen Vandermoor, but I don't have any money, so I can't do that. Which Kunos should give you it. Maybe I should get some I don't think Kunos give out promotional keys. That'd be nice of them. Ninth place. As we fade to black and we pass out from too much excitement driving that car. So that'll do for that car. We're just going to go through them for this initially and see what each one's like. But that's the 250. I was calling it the 260. What's wrong with me? That's the 250 GTO. Absolutely fantastic classic car. Really have to be careful on the throttle. Really easy to go over the front limits and just scrub off. Scrub off. Really easy to lose the back end of the car. You have to control it. And you have to be super delicate and precise with it. Oh, hello. Someone's donated to us. Thank you. Who was it? Why is the name not popping up? What is going on with my... Thanks for the donation. Who was it? Type in chat who it was that donated, because it's not... Is it Mancia? Mancia 618. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. If that was you that donated. I can't see OBS very clearly from where I'm sitting. Yeah, absolutely fantastic car, that. Definitely another classic car where you're going to have to put a ton of time into it to get a lot out of it. Thank you, Manisi618. Thanks for the donation. Really appreciated. Let's check out the next car on the list. This is so bad. Let's just jump from car to car without putting any time into them and appreciating the finer details. But it's quite nice to do that when you initially get the DLC, and then you get an inkling, and then you can start putting the time into it. And it's worth saying, those of you watching this that maybe don't do sim racing, not really familiar with driving simulators, you really do have to put like hours into a car to really sort of appreciate the actual finer nuances and then start tweaking them a little bit. So, it takes time to get the most out of them and really find the character. But sometimes it's nice to just pretend you're a billionaire that's somehow stumbled across 6 Ferraris in the garage that they didn't know they had. So, let's go for the 330 P4. That's the next car on the list. This is what it's like if you are super loaded. Oh, which car shall I drive today out of my Ferrari collection? It's such a burdensome existence. The DLC's out now, Matt Sewell. Go and download it. It's on Steam. I'm just gonna pop to the bathroom a second, guys, and I'm also gonna make a cup of coffee so I can appreciate this next car. So I'll be back in a second, guys. sorry for just disappearing, but hang on, we've got a sign for this. I'll be back in a second. And hang on, we need another ad. I know, tea break will be fine. We'll be 2 minutes ish, give or take. Hey guys, I'm back. What an anticlimactic start. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to pop to the bathroom, and then it occurred to me if I'm walking past the kettle, I'm going to have to make a drink. And we're going to have some hobnobs. Nothing says pro sim racer like hobnobs and a cup of tea. Jimmy Olsen, hello. Staples, hello. Onizetto 666, hello. Hey guys. Right. So, second car. Let's do a different track. I tell you what, we'll do this with a track that's in the game, or one I've got installed, and then I've got Circuit de Pau. The Pau. Historic. Yeah, we'll do a track that's in the game, and then we'll look and see what the Goodwood mod track is like. Game of Muscle, would you say you would still play AC seriously? Things like RSR, SR... Whoa, missed that. SRS. Now, yeah. Project Cars 2 and AC are kind of complementary. They do different things. I'm a total AC fanboy as well. You know, you kind of get used to what you play, and then you want to play more of that. Let's do Donington Park. That's a good idea. Used to be local to that track. Oh, it's got the wrong car here. Go back to single. There we go. Ferrari 330 P4. Look at that. It looks like something from a 60s comic book or 50s comic book. Well, let's read about the car first before we drive it. Hi, Alpha Gunner. Welcome along. We're doing good, thanks. I've not been feeling too well, but then we did Project Cars 2 stream, and that was epic. Tons of people joined in. It was really good fun. And then this is pretty cool, having this DLC, so it's been alright, actually. Here we go. The Ferrari 330 P4. I'll try and do this in a Jeremy Clarkson voice. With a styling very That's terrible. With a styling very similar to that of the 330 P3, this model was powered by a V12 engine that had been radically redesigned by the Franco Rocci. Can't say that word. The most obvious modification was the introduction of the 3-valve cylinder head, 2 inlet and 1 exhaust. Fuel feed was provided by the Lucas injection system. The chassis was slightly shorter than the 330 P3's, and the new suspension system improved road holding. The car won numerous races and has earned its place in the history books after the memorable 1-2-3 at the Daytona. Daytona, let's go away. You need that music to make Assetto Corsa even better. But here we go. 792 kilograms. That's a lot of tea bags. 450 bhp. That's a lot of ponies. Torque, it doesn't say. It's not been measured in Newton meters on here. Says here, the power graph. Top speed, 320 kilometers per hour. It doesn't have the acceleration in seconds put down. Weight to power ratio, 1.76 kilograms per horsepower. I don't actually know what's good or bad, but I assume that's not too bad. What a silly voice, man. Okay, so that's the car. That's the Ferrari 330 P4. We could look at it in the garage, but let's just drive it on the track. I'm going to turn the AI down to 90, and I'll start at the back of the grid and we can work our way through them. I think that might be more entertaining. I'm not the fastest of drivers, you see, so I'm not terrible, but I'm not speedy. Where's the starting position? Here we go. Start at the back. 6 laps. Random wind. That's what happens if you have too many baked beans. You get random wind. Weather's clear. Wind direction random. Again, if you have too many baked beans. Time multiplier 1. Ambient temperature. That's all good. I think we're good to go. Greetings from Finland. Hi, Sus. Oh my god. Susavoimia. Hello, Susavoimia. Welcome to the stream. That's another racist accent, but we'll add it to the list of appallingly executed accents, along with the Sean Cole and the terrible Jeremy Clarkson. I don't know why I bother. Look at the cockpit. Oh, no, yeah, we're gonna have to, after this race, we're gonna have to check it out in the garage. But look at that. You can see it's got just raw metalwork on the door. The windows being wound down. We've just got 2 prongs sticking out here. Well, this is going to be mental. We have to, before we actually drive, we're going to have to change force feedback down again. Hi, SWA Gaming. I need to get some flags, so every time someone says they're from a new country, I can stick a flag on my sim rig. Right, that'll do. Oh, look at the interior of this car. We need virtual reality because you really can't appreciate it in 2D. It's crazy. Oh my god. There you go. You see the window on the door frame there. Oh, this is bonkers. Really nice job with the texture work on the interior of the car. Okay, let's have a sip of the coffee and then we'll start the race. New SimuCube firmware's out. Bloody hell. Today's too exciting. What I'll have to do is I'm going to do this stream with Assetto Corsa before messing around with SimuCube because I'll probably break it. Have you had a chance to try it, Paul Thomas? Now we're drinking coffee. As I say, I'm just trying to keep myself as alert as possible. So we've had about 5 pints of coffee today. It offsets the ibuprofen. You just have a coffee and ibuprofen, me some Red Bull, and we'll be just floating around the track. I won't know what's going on. I'm sorry I'm having coffee there to all you British faithfuls. Donington GP, restart the session. Let's get going. Here we go. Ho ho! Oh yes! Look at the back of that car. Oh, it's more stable than the other Ferrari. It's actually surprisingly planted. Whoa, we're off. Whoa, we're off into the grass. We can catch this. Rejoining. And we're back. I've got damage turned off. I did that on purpose. Whoa, I wanted to show the sponsorship off to the fans. Okay, we need to be delicate on the throttle. It's super planted, but once you go over the grip, it's gone. It's got a really weird profile to it. This is actually really interesting. I can't describe it. Okay. The gear is slightly different to the previous car. Whoa! He's bumped over that. Yeah, it's got like a really wide envelope around corners. It's not nippy, but it doesn't feel loose. It's got bags of grip. And you know, it's turning in as well, quite tight. Maybe I should turn the AI aggression down a touch. I like this actually. This is really different to other older vehicles in the game. The brakes aren't necessarily the best, but they're not terrible. Not that much information coming through the force feedback. You know. And I mean, enough to drive the car from field, but it's actually quite narrow in terms of what information is going through. It's quite vague in its force feedback. Understeer's not that clear. Oh, no, a really nice lift-off oversteer there. So it turns in off the... This is a bit of an enigma, this car. It feels, on the face of it, when you're just driving it, it seems as if it doesn't turn in and as if it's planted, you know, and just doesn't want to move. But at the same time, as soon as you take your foot off the throttle, you get on the brakes and you start turning, it actually goes into the corner. What a weird car. Donington has a vague feel. Oh, there's some cut. Okay, yeah, we've got some AI problems here. I guess the paths haven't been sorted out on the mod tracks. They've just parked up to spectate the race. I like this car. This is really different to anything else in the Assetto Corsa, as I do £500,000 worth of damage to a classic car. And the grip on the fronts come back to you almost straight away with this. You get into a bit of understeer. It's not like the 250 where once the grip's gone on that, you're kind of a passenger for a while. The grip's always here. You know, it comes back almost immediately. You always feel like you've got control with this over the limit as well. It's really stable. Okay, might have pushed it a bit too far with that. But super stable car. This is going to be a really good vehicle for a track like Monaco or Spa, classic Spa. This would be fantastic, and for absolutely smashing lap times, I think this would be a really good car for that. Okay, let's try and drive smooth here. I have got the force feedback turned down a little bit. I think this might be a bit more interesting with the force feedback up as well, because this car will probably have quite heavy steering in reality. So I'm running it lighter than what it probably was in reality. Yeah, the pack's already out for PC. If you just you need to restart your Steam, and it should come up. And you'll be able to see the new pack. Well, on the brakes, the back slides out, but it's so stable and so bitey. It's fantastic. It'd be really interesting to talk to Kunos about the physics on this car, you know, and what's making it so different from the other vehicles, the other classic cars. Hi BRT, thanks for posting that link. Yeah, so BRT's just posted a link for the DLC if you want to spend £5.60, I think it is, and drive it yourselves. Is that a spare tyre? Why is there a spare tyre on the back? That's not a spare tyre, is it? That can't be. Why would you have a spare tyre on the back of the car? Why does it look like there's a spare tyre on the back? Oh, also guys, BRT streams Assetto Corsa and the Forest, and he does really good hot laps, and he's using a G25, so G29. So I don't know if he's uploaded the videos yet, but if you want to learn how to do fast laps or watch someone do fast hot laps, subscribe to BRT's YouTube channel, and he'll have some hot lap videos up soon. Is that a tyre? It is a spare tyre. Oh dear, this is when motorsport was real. None of that pit crew nonsense. No, you've got a tyre on the back of your car. The driver probably had to get out of it whilst the car was rolling, like one of those Arab videos where they flip the car onto two tyres and you have to replace the car whilst driving down the motorway. The tyre whilst driving down the motorway. Oh, Forza 7 demo's out. Oh, what's happening? What has gone on today? The Bermuda Triangle of sim racing. Assetto Corsa DLC, OSW drivers, Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa patch, Forza 7 demo. I can't take that corner. What's going on? Look at this. This is so ridiculous. Has it just got the one spare tyre? I mean, you're in trouble if more than one, you know, if you need more than one spare tyre, if like your tyres have actually worn out, or you get more than one blowout. Oh, you really feel the camber of that hill. Well, I like this car. I'm really excited to drive this in virtual reality. And I'm really excited to drive this car around the older tracks. Whoa! I love how it follows through on the brake. The back pops out, but it's so progressive and smooth. This is a sexy car. That's not the racing line. I'm driving this terribly, guys. Apologies, but I'm having fun, so it doesn't matter. I'm excited for Forza 7, you know. To play with a gamepad, not with a steering wheel. Be interested to see if it actually supports wheels properly and separate pedals, which I don't think it will. But I'm excited to play through Forza 7 and just go through the single player, you know. I'm sure it'll be annoying. I'm sure the AI will be crappy. But it will look... Oh, I'm an idiot. It will look nice. And it'll have nice cutscenes. It's basically sort of Top Gear the game, really. It'll be fun getting a crappy car, putting some nice engine parts in it. I think it'll be enjoyable. Whoa, there we go. I wish I was Swedish. I wouldn't mind being Swedish. How many Swedish people are here watching the stream? And how do you say hello in Swedish? I think in Norwegian it's Vordan. I don't know what it is in Swedish. Hello. Hello. That's a joke, but it's probably true. The only Swedish I know is from the Base Hunter songs. Botten Anna. Hettenbart. And Anna hette hon. That's the only Swedish I know. Ah, yeah. This is going to be really fun to hold this car in slides at high speed. Hedge. How do you say hedge in... How's that pronounced? It's like... Hey... Hedge. All this talk of Sweden is making me want to have some IKEA meatballs and do some shopping for furniture. When I was at university, one of my flatmates used to, they knew Base Hunter. How funny is that? Oh dear. I don't know what he's doing now. Hello, Svilla Halledotter. Svilla Halledotter. Yeah, Base Hunter's amazing. The English version of these songs are crap, but the Swedish versions are fantastic. Okay, that car's good. I like that. I'll give that an 8 out of 10 Kunos. Kunos Appreciation Society. The pit crew don't care though. They're just chilling out. They've seen it all before. I can't understand a word you're saying. Yeah, but English people can't understand what I'm saying, so don't worry about it. That's the Ferrari 330 P4. Let's go to the next car in the list. I can't download it BRT because my computer's not. Well, my internet will go into meltdown if we download while streaming. Next car. So far, 2 good cars. I think the first one isn't that different from the what was it? I've forgotten the name of it. The 250 GTO. So you can tell I'm really knowledgeable about Ferraris. The 250 GTO isn't that different from other classic cars that are in Assetto Corsa on the face of it. Maybe with some more driving, it will stand out more. But, it's not that different in character from some of the other cars in the game. This Ferrari 330 P4 is totally different to any of the older vehicles I've driven in Assetto Corsa so far. So really interesting, and just having different dynamics to drive with, I think is really interesting. Okay, Paul Thomas, thank you. Have you tested it out? I love Game of Muscle videos. His videos are the best. Somewhat debatable, but thank you. Appreciate the kind words. I'm going through the list on the actual Steam page. We're now on the That was the 330p4. We're now on the 31267. We're still in 1967 here. So 31267. Where are you? Here it is. Oh, this is going to be good. Right, we're taking this to the Nordschleifer. I mean, you can tell it's that kind of a car. Nordschleifer Endurance. That would do. And let's do Nordschleifer. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a proper car. It's a proper car. It's not the beta, is it, for Forza 7? It's just a demo of Forza 7. Because it's not the full game, obviously. BRT, his video's not as good as mine. Oh, no. Well, I don't do the forest videos. That's for sure. Nordschleife is my city. I haven't been to Germany. It would be really nice to visit sometime. That's that. We need to change our opponents. Oh, it's done it. We're good. Summary. We don't want to do 6 laps. I'll just do 2 laps. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Why have I just done that? That's the wrong setting. We want traction control. Don't want automatic gearbox. Don't want automatic clutch. What? I've broken it. There we go. That's better. I don't know why I did that. 2 laps. There we go. Starting last. Weather clear. Wind random. Bait beam mode activated. Maybe it's better to have track surface on fast, but I'll keep it on optimum for now. But that normally, if you put it on optimum, it's actually too grippy. That would be like track is completely rubbed in perfect, and so the cars do tend to behave a bit overly grippy on optimum. But we'll leave it for that now because it's easier to drive that way. Sorry for missing chat messages. Too many coming through for me to pick them all up. I'll try my best to pick up messages. If I miss something, as I say, just repeat it. Ferrari smorgasbord. Right. That is that. That's good. Let's take a look at the car, actually, in terms of the specs and what have you. And I'll do a poor Jeremy Clarkson. The Scuderia Ferrari started in the 1967 championship with the 31267. The car's official debut was at the Champions race at Brands Hatch, with Bandini and Scartafotti behind the wheel. Said his name wrong, but it doesn't matter. The Scuderia's best result came with the courtesy of the New Zealand Chris Amon, who managed 3rd position on the podium on 3 occasions. That was terrible. It was vaguely there. Let's look at it in the 3D view hangar, showroom, 360. Here we go. Let's have a little look and appreciation. We will get to the 2004 F1 car, don't worry. Oh, look at that. I mean, again, I think this car was made out of magnesium. And the problem with cars being... You can't see anything. Hang on a second. Oh, I know why. Sorry, guys. Black screen. There you go. So, yes. I mean, there you go. Fantastic view of the car. I believe, as I say, it's made out of magnesium. And the problem with magnesium is if you set fire to magnesium, say for example, you were to combine magnesium with highly volatile race fuel and then have that high temperature race fuel burn on top of the magnesium, and then you were to ignite the magnesium. The problem with that is that magnesium burns kind of extreme, and if you're sat in the middle of that, you essentially become a rather nice, fleshy, fatty candle wick. It's kind of like an inside-out human candle. It's not the ideal situation, but, you know, it made for spectacular viewership and killed a few people, but it was good fun to watch, and maybe that's what established Formula 1. So, you know, you've got to take the positives with the negatives. Look at the back of this. You can see, like, the battery. Actually looks surprisingly modern, this. What is that? Let's pause the camera. Stop. There we go. MSD 74L. I don't know what that is. I mean, it looks like some kind of battery. It must be like a starter motor or something. God knows. But it looks surprisingly modern. You know, it doesn't look like a 1960s piece of equipment. Is that... What is that? It's like another... It's like a separate brake on the... It's like they've got the brake on the actual... On the car rather than on the wheel. Oh. So they've actually got... The brakes are actually on the car body. That's crazy. Look at that. That's so... I didn't know that. Didn't even know that was possible. Look at all this wiring coming off to the back of it, all totally exposed. Aerodynamics, not quite the not quite the priority with this era of car. They were just like, oh well, we'll make it cigar shaped. That'll do. That does the job. Looks beautiful though. Ali B, we will do that. We're going through the cars. Chill out, boy. Chill out. Have a cup of tea. Go play the Forza demo and then come back. Look at the size of these wheels. Absolutely bonkers. Little red stoplight on the back. That will let everyone know what's going on. So, that's a nice view of this car. I'm on 20. Oh, look at the wheel rods go all the way to the centre of the car as well. They're not suspension. It's just to attach the wheel to the body. Oh, really nice. I mean, really nice 3D modelling. Look at the exhaust pipes as well. It looks like something out of a bloody V2 rocket. Absolutely incredible. And all the engine cylinders, bonkers. Right, let's get driving. We've got to get Assetto Corsa back. Window capture back. There we go. Let's get on the track. Let's drive it. That's enough titillation. We've got this car. I believe is spec'd to drive with the Lotus 49. I think I might be wrong there. The Lotus 69. One of those Lotuses. So it should be a good accompaniment vehicle for that old racing, which is cool. Yeah, you could see it here. Can't come up. Why is that doing that? The Lotus Type 49. I think that's a similar spec car. Yeah, well, this is both coming up. Let's have a add visible. Let's add both of them and see what it's like to race. Obviously, they look pretty much the same as well. I'm not sure if they are actually balanced and matched, but they're the same. You know, they would have raced together. Right. When racing was death-defying. Downloading the pack now. Nice one, DC Gaming. The pack just came out like a couple of hours ago. Okay, we're ready to kill ourselves on the Nordschleifer. I mean, if you're gonna die, this is a good way to do it. Maybe we should put the day a bit later. Let's go for 3:30. There we go. It's like a new wheel, so much more detail. Oh no, I'm excited now. But I'm not going to install the firmware till tomorrow, I don't think, because I'll be fiddling with it. You know what it's like. Okay, let's get the view on the screen for you guys. There we go. How is volume levels and everything all being good? And welcome to the stream, guys, that have just turned up and are new. Definitely click the subscribe button if you like simulators, you like virtual reality, you like flight simulators, and you like strange British guys drinking coffee whilst talking nonsense. Subscribe to the channel if you like that kind of stuff. And we do a lot of videos and we do live streaming, obviously, because it's what we're doing now. Here we go. The cameraman's drunk. He's just pointing the camera left and right all over the place. First of all, I'm going to have to change the camera settings and the force feed back in the car. I like how this slip effect's called the slips. It's like some kind of disease you catch. I've got the slips, doctor. Don't worry, we can cure it with some antibiotics. See? Oh, God, calm down. See, mirror, see. I'll move this up a bit. Save that. There we go. Okay. I normally am drinking tea. I should have lied. I feel like I've put shame on the British people for drinking coffee instead of tea, but you know, there's no point in lying. Sometimes you have to come clean that you're effectively a dirty Yank, you know? That's the truth. It's actually, I think it's probably Colombian coffee, so it's okay. We're not quite dirty Yanks yet. The Tingo Scree Rapata Tapakati. What are you on about? This guy's gone crazy. Increased field of view. Now, I like having a lower field of view when I'm driving on a single screen. It makes it easier for me to feel what the car is doing visually. Would someone buy me this DLC? Just buy the DLC and make YouTube videos on it. It'll pay for itself within a couple of months. Don't worry. Oh dear, the shame. Right, let's get driving. Sorry for missed chat messages. This car's going to be a handful. Ooh, here we go. Nordschleifer. Oh, the engine. Oh, what is it? It sounds like he's got a limiter traction control on it. Whoa, bit of a collision there. Again, this car's really stable. Why is it? Is that a limiter? Did this car actually have a limiter on it? I thought that wasn't a thing at this time period. Whoa, traffic jam. Okay. Ooh, got a little bit of damage. I think we're okay. Sounds like the guns from an A10 Warthog, the limiter on this. Oh, yes. This thing's glued. Ram the sausage. Oh, this thing's fantastic. This is a beast. Again, it's really stable. That's crazy. The limiter sounds awesome. As I say, it sounds like A10 Warthog when it's, you know, when they shoot from a distance. Oh, got a little bit airborne there. Sideways on, caught it. Happy birthday. Oh, okay. It's got a lot of lateral shift at high speed. Oh, some tents to the left. Watch out. Oh. This is good. It's so stuck. It is so glued to the road. You kind of expect these cars to be totally loose from watching them in old YouTube clips of them and old films. But I mean, it does shuffle around a lot, but at the same time, it is actually quite planted. I guess, you know, it makes perfect sense because the tyres on these things are bloody massive. So the mechanical grip you would expect to be pretty damn prominent. Oh, this is good. So smooth as well, really nice and progressive. Whoa! Yeah, you can go over the limit and just start sliding as well though, but it comes back. Oh, yes. A10 Warthog attack, watch out. What was I saying about having too many baked beans? Oh god, this is good in 2D. This is going to be bloody amazing in VR. Oh. Oh no, I've got too far. Okay, let's catch it. Oh, without walling it, there we go. 360-degree rotation for the sponsors and the film crew there. We have to, that's part of our contract we've got, where we have to show off all the branding to the camera crew by doing a rotation there. It wasn't because I totally lost control of the car and almost walled it. No, that would be a demonstration of a complete lack of skill. And of course, you guys all know that I'm a pro when it comes to sim racing and car manipulation. Getting ripped off. To be honest, even if you had to spend 10 quid on this DLC, it would be good value for money. I mean, each of these cars is... Oh, bloody hell, we got caught in an oscillation there. Each of these cars is easy on a par with any of the cars in iRacing. And each of those cars cost like 15 quid. So to be honest, I mean, obviously in iRacing you've got the online service and that's what you're paying for, even with the content. But even so, just the handling of each of these vehicles, the detail. So far, I'd say this car, I mean, this car is quite like the Lotus Type 49, but it's got its own, it seems a bit more weighty, it seems a little bit more reluctant. So it's got its own character, and the previous car we were driving, they really are different to other cars in the game. So it's not like you're just paying for a 3D model that's got generic physics pasted across. They actually do feel quite nice to experience. Well worth 6 quid, you know, easily worth the money. I would agree though, if you've just come to AC, and it is one of the big downsides with DLC, it's a lot to buy everything in one go, and you need to if you want to play online. So that, I mean, that's a big problem with AC, but kind of a result of them not expecting the game to be as successful as it was. But still, it would be nice if there was a solution to that. So I can understand the frustration, but I still think it is really, really good value for money what you actually get from these DLC packs. But I'm an AC fanboy, so I would say that. Whoa! Whoa, no! I'm an idiot. Oh, that's it. Dead. Fireball. Magnesium. Hospital. We got damage turned off. Fortunately. Whoops-a-daisy. We'll continue off. That didn't happen. Sorry for missing chat messages. I can't read whilst driving this car. The force feedback's so raw on this. Whoa, I'm having to go up the inside. We don't want a collision. Oh, yes. This is good. Whoa! Trying to balance it. Woo! Overtake on the grass. Whoa! That's a bit crazy. I don't think you'd be doing that in reality. Probably have a shattered spine from the bump. Whoa! Over the hills, it gets so unsettled when the car lightens up. Let's get back on this guy's tail. Look at the exhaust. Oh, I've just killed him. Sorry. Sorry. Whoops. There goes. I've just killed Jim Clark, everybody. I've just killed Jim Clark. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Game of Muscles just murdered Jim Clark. The history books have been changed. Oh, Jim Clark's going to come and get me back now. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've just killed Jim Clark a second time. He's still going. Jim Clark's bulletproof. The guy. A legend. We've got arguments going on in the chat room. Time bottle argument. Why I'm going so slow here? Benton Shull. Okay, this car only has 5 gears. Should have expected that. We're going backwards now because I've just misshifted. It's always good to have a good, healthy tyre model argument, simulator, religion war. It wouldn't be sim racing if there wasn't at least one of those every day. Oh dear. Well, this is going to be another really fun car to try and actually get the absolute most out of it, if that's what you're into. Second lap. Yeah, this is fantastic. And again, this is in 2D. It's going to be in VR. My face is going to explode. Oh, 8M Warthog attack. Watch out for that. I'm expecting second to be a bit longer on its gearing. But that's just me driving badly. There we go. Woo-hoo-hoo, so nice. Hooking these corners up. Here we go, flock of expensive Seagull race cars. Let's try not to drive into them. Oh. You know, if you're suffering from depression, get yourself a direct drive wheel, bankrupt yourself, and drive this car and you'll be happy. Or even better, steal one of the real ones. Whoa, we've just overtook mid-air. We forced him onto the grass. Kunos AI taking evasive action there. Where are they going? I think the AI pass probably need a little bit of work with these new cars. He's got dirt on these right-hand wheels. There you go, it's cleaned off. Only 5 gears. Let's not try and go into 6th. It doesn't even exist in this car. Oh, he's locked up. Can we squeeze one up the inside? Number 2, Brenton Shaw. Oh, he's holding it. He's holding it. So we need to change up from 2nd to 3rd a lot sooner than I am. Oh dear, these hills so steep. We'll watch out here. How can we get past? We should be able to outbrake him. No. Oh dear. The AI battling away between each other. Really nice. I mean, sometimes I think ACAI can actually be really quite immersive how it behaves. We've got another guy right on our arse. There's the flat tree. It's pretty much the almost the midpoint of the track. Oh, there we are, sideways, caught it. The AI going a bit wide. Still can't get past him. Here we go. Squeeze him, squeeze him, squeeze him, squeeze him. Oh, no, he's hit us. And there we go, into the wall. Whoops. There goes another 2 wheels and another £500,000 worth of damage if we had damage on. And we've lost a place. Not much room on this circuit to overtake, you know. Oh, dear. I've done it. It's really easy to overdo it with this car, I have to say. We just went into the dip there on the track and I was on the throttle and I was too aggressive on the steering, and that's enough to just go over the usable slip. So this car's quite tricky. It sort of lures you into a sense of security and then kills you. I think I've got damage on, but I don't think it's on full because we've absolutely smashed the car and it doesn't seem to have done that much damage to it. The steering's not gone lopsided or anything. Oh, I'm starting to get warm here. This corner's killer. You have to brake super early for this. It doesn't even look like a corner as you're approaching it, and then it's got an inverse camber on it. You see there, getting on the gas, the car was wanting to fall off the track. Sorry for the appalling driving, guys, but that's what you come here for. A car struggling to bite the circuit through there. Here we go, up the inside, on the brakes a bit. Oh, AI going wide. I think we can pass him. There we go. Nice. He's right next to us still. Squeeze him. Oh no. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have squeezed him. That was the famous last words. Okay, we do have damage on now. Yeah. We killed him. Who was it? Leon. Oh, he disappeared. He's gone to the pits. We've retired Leon Shawhart, but we've also destroyed our car with that somewhat aggressive move. Squeezing the AI, not the most advisable tactic. But yeah, that car, I did pull a bit of a Vettel there. It's a Ferrari. It's all part of the course. What you're supposed to do in this car. Ah. Ferrari 31267 versus Lotus 49. Yep, that's a fantastic vehicle, and nice that we've got another car to drive with the Lotus 49, so that's a good addition to the pack. Your sausage was ruined and destroyed my sausage. Hi, that red truck. Yes, we will go to the Forza Motorsports demo at some point. We can load up in a bit. I'll tell you what, actually, let's have a break from Assetto Corsa and let's check out Forza. That was too intense for me. That was too much action. Let's have a look here. We've got the modern cars to come up in a bit as well. Just want to troll the guys that were telling me to play the modern ones, really. Okay, so the next one's 1984 GTO. That could be fun. Where is he? It's not. What we're doing. Have I gone crazy here? I think I've lost my sanity. Ah, here we go. I just went right past it 3 times. I wish Arnold Schwarzenegger sim raced. What is going on? Everyone's lost the plot. Change the paint so they don't all look the same. Okay. That looks like a nice. That's a nice. Do we? I don't think you can with this. We'll just add this full. Let's just add all these cars. Why not? Make it more interesting. And we'll take a different track here. Ah, here we go. We've only got 2 paint options. We can go for yellow or red. That's a big choice. Okay. AC progression is so slow, it's painful. You know, it's like a nice bottle of wine. These things take time. You can't expect amazing out the box. Although, you know, to be honest, AC, I played it since the beta. I've always really enjoyed it. They've been pretty upfront with what they put in the game. They've added stuff to it. It's always been really fun to drive. Sure, it is lacking in tracks, but the mod scene has been fantastic. You know, really, given how much it costs and what you can get out of it, it's really hard to be that critical. I mean, sure, if you spend a lot of time playing it, or you're like a crazy sim racer, which a lot of us are, it's always a little bit. It feels frustrating because there's features that you want and they're not there. But at the same time, you know, if you were to demand the same things of other games, you'd be like, oh, actually, you just don't care. You don't demand them of them. So, you know, I think AC's been pretty fantastic, and it's hard to be that critical of it. I mean, there's always stuff that you want with different games, but if you're short of tracks, get some mod tracks and off you go, because there's some really high quality mod tracks. And also join Sim Racing System if you want good online racing, and join the races that take place at 7 o'clock and 8 p.m. Nürburgring GP, there we go. Let me just see if I can. How big can someone just check how big the Forza demo is? Let's see if we can get it going without killing our internet. Forza. Game. Oh, we're going to do it for Games for Windows Live. Is it on Steam? It'll be on Games for Windows Live, won't it? Bloody Microsoft Store. No, yeah, that's what it is. Microsoft Store. R-Factor 2 developers, Studio 397, are doing a good job. They are pumping it through. They showed off some rain effects at Sim Racing Expo, and there's a bunch of other things they're working on. So, yeah, it'd be nice to see it progress. I mean, they already have done a huge amount of work on it, but it'll be really nice to see the new UI. It'll be nice to see the new polish. They've changed, obviously, from the DirectX 9 to DirectX 10, or even DirectX 11, I can't remember. But the point is, they're building the framework with R-Factor 2 that should allow it to develop. And there's already quite a good number of features with R-Factor 2, so it'll just be interesting to see how it evolves. Also, GTR 3 looks really interesting. I'm just looking, I'm just checking for Forza, just a second. Where is the demo, BRT? Is it on on the store? £80 for the full game, that's crazy. See, you complain about, you can get the basic game £50, but you know, if you complain about Assetto Corsa, really, it has a lot there for the price. I mean, on the sale, you can pick it all up for like £45. Yeah, Mika. Well, that's the thing. If you look at a mod track in terms of development time, the complexity and detail of it, it's like one track is like, like a standard computer game level. Like for a platformer. Think how big a track is. Think how many objects have to be positioned around the track, the road surface, the details, the pit areas. Like, just think about how much 3D modelling is involved in that. And like your average computer game level, for something like Call of Duty, for example, that game doesn't have that many levels on it, and they've got massive teams, and they get a lot of the work done abroad for specific models that they repeat and use from previous games and everything. But you look at a track model, it's like a proper AAA title game level, if not bigger. So you can appreciate why developers and modders don't do lots of tracks. It's a lot of work. Where's this demo, BRT? I'm going to go back to AC. I'm not going to leave AC, guys, don't worry. But I'm just trying to find the demo so I know where it all is. Do you have to buy Forza to get access to this demo? Just type, what is it? What's it called? Just Forza 7 demo? Or they called it a beta. Cheeky. We'll call it a beta, then we can excuse any massive issues we've got with the game, because it was a beta, not a demo. Even though a beta technically is a demo, really, if it's done. Forza Motor, there we go, dyslexia. Sport 7 demo. There we go, it's come up now. Yeah, I'm not going to start this now because this is Microsoft Store we're talking about here, and I don't think you can throttle the bandwidth. So we'll download it after playing AC. I'll play it first thing tomorrow, I think. BRT, you should stream it. You'll get a ton of viewers, so you might as well. It'll be a good way to grow your channel. And anyone that's here that hasn't, subscribe to my channel if you want more sim racing goodness. Subscribe to BRT's channel if you want to see him live stream Forza. There you go. Shout out. Right, let's get to this car. Let's check it out in the garage first. I'll keep going past it. Ferrari GTO. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Let's show it on the beach. Hi, Omiko. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully I said your name right. Which beach is this? It looks like somewhere miserable in England. It looks like Redcar or something. Actually, no, there's no pier. It looks like Saltburn in the northeast of England. Yeah, maybe it is Saltburn. I don't know. Definitely an English beach by the fact that it's bloody miserable. Right, sorry guys, you can't see it. Let me just put this on. Separate EXE for everything in Assetto Corsa. I hope you enjoyed the black screen. Pay good money for that. Yeah, look at this. So, does anyone know what beach this is? But it looks like the northeast of England to me. I'm sure I've been to this beach at some point in time. But here we go. Here's the car. Oh, let's open the doors. It does look nice. It's only got 2 skins. We need some modders to do some more skins. Look at that. Nice, simple. See, this is another real car. Just nice and simple, the interior. Proper, just a gear stick. Some nice slidey knobs. Not too much over the top, it's all you need. You're good. That is a proper car. I'm happy with this. Let's get driving it. So the PC Red Dwarf is amazing. Better than life, yeah. That was a good episode actually. It's like with That was the VR headset episode, wasn't it? Where they get stuck in VR. Or there was two, actually. There was a couple. There's one where they got stuck in that Wild West and they had to cure Crichton because he had that disease. So they went into VR to kill the disease. But then the Better Than Life one was a separate game or something, wasn't it? But I don't know if they got stuck in that. That's always what happens with VR in science fiction programs. They always get stuck in VR. Oh, new Red Dwarf as well. I won't be able to take it. New Red Dwarf, new OSW drivers, Forza 7, new Assetto Corsa content, Project Cars 2. I'm going to spontaneously combust from the excitement here. We will do that classic sea view, don't worry. That'll be, everyone keeps asking for it, so we'll do that. Here we go. Let's drive this car. Not too much talking. Let's get driving. Ferrari, I thought we've got everything on the screen here. We don't want that. What have we got? Ferrari 312T, we don't. Oh no, let's just, okay, that's fine. Yeah, actually we're okay. So, summary, we're good. All happy. Yeah. Opponents. Summary. We're going all over the place here. Get a bit confused. Let's put it in the middle of the day, pretend it's the daytime. Start at the back. Race duration. Six laps, that'll do. There we go. I might cancel our TV and just watch Game of Muscle streams and videos. Save yourself some money. Pay your license fee to me instead. Game of Muscle subscription. Well, we just put everything out for free. You need a private Game of Muscle channel where you can watch exactly the same footage, but I'm not wearing any clothes. Or actually, you should do it the other way around. You have to pay money to have me have clothes on, so you don't get tortured. Let's get to the track then. Let's check this out. The force feedback in Project Cars 2, I wouldn't say is as good as AC, but it's close. It's different. In some ways, the lateral tyre load, I think, is a little bit more clear in Project Cars 2 than AC. But AC, I think, conveys the front end grip better. But the force feedback's fine in Project Cars 2. It's not, it's not. It's better than iRacing for a start. It does communicate what the car's doing. That's all you really want. I could do with a bit more front end feel, but other than that, it's not terrible. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's fine. It's totally fine. And I think there might be some more tweaking we can get with Project Cars 2 force feedback to get it even better by editing some text files as well. So, and it'd be also interesting to see what it's like with the new drivers on this wheel. Game capture. So I don't forget. There we go. It's not. Yeah, you're not on the. It's not the loading screen. It's because I did capture for something else, so I have to keep changing it manually. Right, here we go. Ferrari GTO. Here we go. Actually, before we drive off, we're just gonna have to change the force feedback settings. By the way, if you are using a direct drive wheel, don't use these settings. I'm just turning it down quite low because my arms are pathetically weak today, so that's my excuse. Oops. Here we go. RIP, yeah. I had the car in gear, but I didn't have the clutch in. Restart session, here we go. Here we go, Ferrari GTO. Let's see what this is like. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, talk about bog down. Oh, okay, this car's really loose. Oh, really sliding. Whoa, everyone's braking so soon, there's no space. Oh, oh. Whoops. We just launched someone. Okay, let's just watch a replay of that and then I'll start that again without killing anyone. That guy went right over our bonnet. I didn't even know that was possible. Ah, how do we run it at one? Oh, there we go. Sideways out of the T1 there. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I probably should turn the damage off whilst we're learning. Or generally, look at the Lambos. Absolutely gorgeous cars. Get ready for the launch. Get ready for the launch. Here we go. He's coming. Watch out. Game of Muscle coming through. Oh no. There we go. And oh. And he's gone. Oh, he landed on top of the other car. Oh dear. Right, let's try that again. It's these drivers that don't put the brakes on, you know. Oh, he's sideways into him. And he's gone. Right, let's restart that. Pretend that didn't happen. I never crash. I'm a really nice... The key is to take it easy when you first go in a car. You know, don't overdo it. Oh dear, we had the steering rotated there. I need to put auto rotate back on. Vettel would be proud. He'd been the thing is, everyone's being critical of Vettel, but he's got a deal with Codemasters where Codemasters realised that Formula... Oh dear, and again. Codemasters realised that their online racing wasn't particularly realistic, especially when it came to the T1 crashes, because the AI just couldn't handle the T1 in the Formula 1 games. So, as part of Vettel's contract, he had to make it appear as if the Codemasters games were realistic, and I think he did a good job. You know? He's probably sold another 10-15 copies of the Formula 1 series. Well, his name's like Vettel, isn't it? But I, you know, I'll just say it like a stupid Englishman. Why is the AI going so slow? Well, this car's brakes aren't exactly top notch. Going from that other Ferrari to this one, it's a bit anticlimactic. This won't turn in. This is an understeer. I think we found the worst car in the pack, guys. It looks nice, though. I'm sure it's not a bad car, but it's not as titillating as the previous vehicles. This is a bit more like a... This is a sort of Black Cat County cruisemobile rather than a light your face with excitement race car. Maybe we need to do some setup tweaking, but yeah, this is a really understeery car here. This is really understeery. Maybe we need to line up. Actually, it could be good for drifting if we throw it in. Yeah, this is, you know how some people are critical of AC and they're like, oh, it's understeery. It's an understeery simulator. Don't like AC, it's understeery. If they load this car up, they'll have their nightmares confirmed. This is an understeer chicken McNugget car. Probably just have to drive it different, but back comes out in the power. But yeah, this isn't as exciting as the other vehicles. But we'll get over it. Oh, we've got someone coming for a move. The Ferrari F40, I think. Whoops, locking the wheels as well. I mean, to make up for this car's handling, it's got a nice interior. Looks like it's got an Alcantara dash. Yeah, I think that maybe the issue with this car is the default set. I mean, look at that. Chronic understeer. We need to... this car needs some tweaking, I think. It's a dog. Simcade. Assetto Corsa, Simcade. Everybody, format your C drives. It's time to go to Pac-Man. I mean, this car default setup's not very good. Let's. I'm terrible at doing setups, but maybe maybe we could like lock the rear diff or something. Maybe there's something to do with this car to spruce it up. Can I swap? Can I swap you for your Ferrari F40? I mean, look at that car. That is an erotic car. I mean, look at the mesh on the back of it, the lights, the square cut off on the back. That is a proper vehicle. And you can even, you can see the engine through the plastic, the rear plate on the back of the car. Absolutely amazing. I mean, actually, to be fair to this vehicle, it'd be good for learning to drive because it's smooth. I guess if you're also playing with a steering wheel, have a gamepad, it's a good introductory car because there's nothing surprising happening with this. What's AMG Project 1? Whoa! Yeah, this car might be fun on Lake Louise or Black Cat County, actually, with a bit of tweaks. There we go. Light it up out the corner. That sounds crazy, Lavdy. I'm not really into modern hypercars though. I think they seem to look a bit cheesy and naff. When it comes to modern cars, more about race cars. I don't mind classic supercars though, because they were still getting baseline performance out of the cars and doing interesting stuff without making them look gaudy, in my opinion. Okay. This car might be fun to drift. Right, let's get the drift track up with this car. I don't think it's a fun car to race. This isn't tickling my pickle. So let's get this on the drift track. Here we go. I'm getting a drift vibe from this car. Drift. Challenges. Drifto. Super Drifto. Ferrari. GTO. Do we get a separate GTO? It's just one. We'll just do the drift track. I haven't even tried this Alstaro drift circuit out. We need to do that at some point. Where's the drift track gone? Tag. Surely, here we go. Drift. Where are you? There it is. And track surface. Let's put it on fast. Let's give this a go. What are your thoughts on the GT3 RS? I don't know. I don't know. Tyres, here we go, setup. Got streets, 90 streets, they should be quite drifty. So let's try that. Let's give this a go. This could be fun. I think there could be something to this car. Oh yes, here we go. I can tell coming out of the pits. Oh, this is going to be. This is what this is for. It's for abusive driving. Or not. I can't drive. Oh no! It just wants to turn around on itself. Oh no! I can't hold it. Oh, it just wants to come round. It doesn't want to stay in. I need to do some tweaks to setup. It's trying to line itself up. Oh no! It's so hard to hold. It just, as soon as you put throttle on, once it's gone over the limit, The car just wants to keep flowing around. Oh, this car doesn't want to... It doesn't want to please me. Can I take this back to the garage for a refund? It doesn't even have a good turning circle. I know there's going to be people drifting this and making it look really nice, so... This is probably largely down to my lack of skill, but... Oh, it's just pushing it into understeer. Yeah, we need to do some setup work on this car if I'm going to get it to either be drifty or racy. But that is the... Well, I think we're halfway through the cars now, actually. That's the Ferrari GTO. Worst car so far of the pack, in my opinion. But, you know, that might not mean anything to you guys, so don't worry. You might like it, but not for me with the default setup. We'll go through setups another time. I'm just going through the cars now. I'm just pretending I'm a billionaire that owns all these vehicles, which, quite frankly, I'm not. Quick race again, and let's go to the next car. Race with the Robin around Bathurst with subscribers. That car's so slow, though. It would die of old age before getting to the end of the lap. Let's... hang on. What's the next one? Hang on a minute. Okay, so... That was the 1984 GTO. It's time for the 2004. The F2004. Here we go. All you guys that were wanting it. Here it comes. The F2004. This is what you wanted. Think about going through the Dipper with Game of Muscle. This is the downhill ski slope. What track? We can go for Silverstone, I guess. Silverstone with this. That would seem to make sense to me. Or we could do Interlagos, Imola, Longford, Monza. Monza could be good, but the AI is probably going to have trouble. Yeah, let's do Silverstone. That's a good circuit. Silverstone GP. Here we come. I do Monza with another one because we've got 300 Formula cars now. Assetto Corsa has actually got a really good selection of Formula cars. It's actually got a good selection of cars all around, to be honest. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be... Formula cars in VR will be absolutely superb as well, so... That's going to be fun to try out. Why have I just done that? I'm an idiot. Summary. Right, there we go. Let's give this a go, see what it's like. I want free content. Well, they're doing... Laguna Seca's going to be free, and they're going to include 2 cars with it, so you can't really complain. Oh, you can hear it. You can hear that tone. And AMD, V-Power, Bridgestone, AMD, Vodafone, 2004. What were we on then? We had flip phones in 2004. Didn't even have touchscreen. Didn't have the iPhone was 2008, I think. No, it was 2008, 2007, I think. We're at flip phones with the Vodafone. Look at the tyres. Absolute beast. Slick medium, slick hard. Let's go for slick medium. We'll go slick soft. Do slick medium. Just keep it on defaults, really, I guess. Oh, look at this steering wheel. Right, Athlon 64. I was using Athlon processors at this time. It was only in 2008 that I moved to Intel because it was the Q6600. That was the turning point for Intel processors, where it just made more sense to spend that extra money on the motherboard and the CPU because you just got better performance than the AMD processors. Whereas before that, you know, it made sense to just save your money, get the AMD processor and spend your money on your graphics card, you know, and overclock your AMD processor a bit. And you know, overall, if you were trying to do like an £850 PC build, you'd end up with a lot better value for money. But since the Q6600, I've been Intel all the way. It just seems to be more stable, overclocked better, and you tend to get better value for money in terms of the end of day performance. But I'm an Intel fanboy now. So it's AMD gone, Intel fanboy, Assetto Corsa fanboy. That's it. But I can't drive this car. I need to format my computer. It's an AMD sponsorship. Restart the session. Let's get driving. Here we go. Let's see what this 2004 Formula 1 car is like. This feels like I'm playing the old F1 game. And it's go, go, go! Okay, traction control kicking in there. Oh god, the gears are so close. Woo! Okay, this is fast. Oh, AI is having some trouble. You can lock up really easy as well. God, this is nippy. This is more nippy than a snapping turtle. Watch out. Don't put your fingers too close to it. Probably, I need to turn the force back up a bit, actually. Listen to the sound of the limiter. Whoa, we've dusted a tyre. Okay, the AI need work with this update, clearly. They're having a bit of trouble. It's too much excitement. Oh. This car's so eager to turn in. It's ridiculous. Sounds fantastic. Okay, this is glued. Oh, and its speed, the force feedback loads up so much. It's fantastic. Oops, a bit of a frame drop there. Computer can't take it. We've got a car behind us. Oh, okay. Trying to format the brain from the previous 5 cars we've driven. We're now in the future where cars literally don't make any sense. They're essentially go-karts with a rocket ship attached to the back of them. Oh god, this is going to be mental in virtual reality. Do you think we need to lift? Yeah, a little bit of a lift through there. Oh, this is so fast. Oh, yeah, when you put the brake on, it does just start sliding straight away, but there's really good force feedback feel for that. The turning's incredible. As soon as you turn in, the car just hooks right into the corner. Yeah, this sounds really nice as well. Ah, this is a car to spend a good few hours with. Okay, the previous car was bloody depressing. The first and second car we drove, amazing, and this is fantastic as well. I'm sorry about missing my gear shifts. Oh no! I think if you throw it into that, it'll hook up. I'm driving really badly. Oh, these corners! We're learning as we go. Oh, this is good. Look at the bumps over the road surface. Whoa! Oh, it's backsliding out a bit, but you can just pull it back in. It's so stable. Probably the traction control. Listen to it kicking in. Oh, it's so nice and bassy. Whoa, if you've got a subwoofer. God, this is like getting in a car after having a barrel of cocaine or something. It's so high, turboed. Oh, you don't even have to worry about the rears because the traction control just totally does it for you. Oh, the downshift sound as well. You know when they have lorry drivers falling asleep on the motorway, they should install direct drive steering wheels in Assetto Corsa with this car on their dash, and then they could just play this for 5 minutes and they'd be able to do another 20 hours of driving. Totally wake them up. We could do with some downforce, maybe a bit of setup, tweak the downforce a bit more so it glues around those corners. At speed, this is glued. I am driving badly. I think we could throw it in a bit more. This feels fantastic though. Look how flat spotted the tyre, the steering's vibrating a bit. See, the nice thing with AC when it comes to Formula cars is it still has a nice little bit of ply to it. It doesn't feel like it's totally on rails. So you've got a bit of slip to play with, even with these bananas cars. Oh, almost. You probably need a touch more downforce to get it to stick. I love that limiter traction control sound. This, I can't wait to drive this in VR. Yeah, well, I have to say this car is worth the pack price. I would pay £5 for this car. Oh, he's right in front of us. Oh, listen to it. Oh, you can hear it right next to you. Proper distinctive sound. Oh, amazing external sounds combined with the internal noise of your engine and the exhaust fire. Whoa, he's just smashed us there. We just watch out for the AI. They're a little bit crazy on 100% aggression. They're sponsored by AMD. That's probably reducing 5% of the downforce. I think we just killed someone. He tried to foretell us. Yeah, this is good. If you like Formula cars, you're going to absolutely love this vehicle. Oh, the back's trying to sweep round, but then it just hooks up and off you go. Oh, and then on the throttle, it starts to understeer a bit on the power around that corner, so you have to balance the throttle. I actually use this car in real life, you know. I actually do my shopping in it. It's kind of a, you know, you do have to put the shopping in between your legs, and when you take the roundabout at full speed, the milk kind of flies out and hits people, but, you know, it's worth it for the excitement. This is probably from the boring traction control era, but to be honest, it's fun, so I don't care. I wouldn't say it's not really boring traction control era, is it? But I know what you're saying. I've not played that the 2017 car yet, no. Oh, the other car, the sound. Oh, just killed him. Sorry. I've broken my car a little bit here. I've totally knackered the wheels. Got a flat spot that's causing jackhammer vibration through my force feedback. Oh! Oh, the force feedback when it hooks up, so satisfying. Well, you know, if they'd done the Ferrari realistic, you'd have to go into the pit and have the team make excruciatingly bad decisions. I thought there was a dead body on the track there, but it was just a bollard. You need to go into the pit. I mean, Kunos, I wonder if they've coded the ability to have a fuel pump stay attached to the car and so you can drive it down the pit lane whilst taking everyone out. I mean, if it doesn't have that, then AC's 100% Simcade. Oh dear, and he lost it there. That is good. That is a good car, guys. That's a good car. That fly kid, that was not good driving, but it was good fun. Oh, I've got to take that to another track. That's bloody fantastic. Really good. Traction control, granted, means you don't have to be particularly careful on your throttle, but that is a fun car to drive. Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's what I think when you get to like the DRS and the ERS and all those other systems, to me, I can't be arsed with that. The traction control is kind of getting in that direction, but who cares? Because the car's bananas anyway, and you still have to balance it through the corners. It's just a throttle thing. It's just the modern cars where it's all about bloody doing typing on your steering wheel whilst you're doing laps. I can't be arsed with that. I want to be focused on actually just manoeuvring the car through the track using the brake and accelerator and getting the most out of it, and at most just fiddling with the brake bias. I don't really care about all the other stuff. Let's take this to another circuit because that's a bloody good car, guys. That's a pack selling car. You need to get the pack. That's it. Pack sold to everybody that has 4 brain cells. Get the pack for that. Next track. What should we take it to? Let's where can we go? Where we need another Formula track. Another Formula track. I'm getting tired. My brain isn't working. What other circuits have we got there installed? Monza. There we go. Yeah, good idea. Not the best of tracks though, but you know. It is what it is. It's not a bad track, it's Monza. But yeah. Oh, Spa! Right, yeah, sorry, we're going to Spa. That was a good call. Forget Monza, we're going to Spa. And we've got Imola as well. I've got Interlagos stuff. We'll go to Spa. That's a good idea. Good idea there. Imola, Spa. Where are you? Let's put Belgium. Oh, well, it's not on there. Go. I'll just type it in. Oh, Barcelona GP as well. There we go. That's 3 tracks. Barcelona, Spa. Can't complain. F1 2004. Summary. We need to turn the AI aggression down a bit, I think. Oh, that's a good point, actually. The aggression is a bit messed up in general if you put it on 100% with Formula cars, so this should be better. Cadwell would be a laugh. You can drive the Formula cars on the off-road tracks in Project Cars, unless they patch that out of it, but that's good fun. I'll have to try that as well. I think the best racing in Formula 1 was that it was 80s to basically 2004, and after that it went downhill. I remember watching. I was at university in 2007, and it was basically after that Robert Kubica crash. Basically, it's when Hamilton got into Formula 1 it got downhill. But yeah, since about 2004, Formula 1 I think really went downhill. Not that it was always really good close racing, but as a spectacle to watch. Up until about 2004, I think it just really tailed off, and it was like, oh, nah. when prior to till 2004, 2005, that era, when cars were like battling side by side, you didn't know if they were literally going to explode into each other, or you know they'd be going forwards, overtaking each other. Someone might make a move, someone might come back. It wasn't just a case of, oh, they've passed them and that's it, it's done. Obviously you did have certain times where you'd have a team that was just dominating, but that didn't really matter. If you watch the onboards from the 80s to 2004, they're all like, even a crap race, the onboards are like mind-blowing. Whereas you watch now, the cars are just, they look dull. They don't look to be a challenge particularly for the driver. I mean, some cars do when they've balked up the settings, and the drivers are obviously pushing, but in relation, just how the cars ride over the bumps, how crazy the cars are, they just seem almost not safe, but they are planted and serene now. The technology, I think, has gotten too good, whereas in the past you could see the drivers were like really stressing with the vehicles. That's my opinion, probably completely wrong, but I definitely think Formula 1 as a spectator thing, in terms of just watching the drivers manage the cars around the track, after 2004 I think it got a lot worse. But that's just, that's me. Maybe I'm wrong there. What do you guys think in chat? I'm obviously correct. It's Game of Muscle. He's always right. And he's a very competent sim racer, as you've just seen as I took out half the grid. Last weekend, Ferraris. Yeah, well, I missed that race. The one time, because I know it's like Singapore, I'm like, it's not going to be worth watching because it's going to be a procession. And normally, at worst, I watch the start of a race. And this time I thought, you know what, I won't watch the start of the race. I'll just, it doesn't matter. And the start of the race is complete carnage and quite funny. And basically the end of the season. So, of all races to not miss the start of, that was probably it. And that's it. That's my luck, isn't it, really? Quick race. We're good. Start at the back. Aggression 47. 90% strength. Let's put the strength up a bit and see how they go. They're probably faster than us. Spa, here we go. Well, Hamilton's done now. Unless his car blows up every round, he's not going to lose, is he? Verstappen calzone. Anybody know what was added with the DLC in terms of update? Some force feedback settings in game. You got ABS, force feedback for ABS. So I haven't noticed it because I don't think I've driven any cars with ABS on, but that should give like that vibration you get with road. If you do like an emergency stop in a road car, you can. You don't really feel it through the steering wheel, but you feel it, that sort of shake with it. I guess it's the brakes clipping and unclipping. That's an option in force feedback, and they've put force feedback settings as an app in the game. Those are the main things that I've noticed. I don't know about performance or anything else, but I'll have to check it out. Sim racing is a better world with Game of Muscle. All hell Caesar. Hi Frank. Oh dear. I actually provided the sound for Kunos for this car. We're good. I just need to sip of my coffee and another biscuit. I'm getting tired. His brain's just shutting down every few minutes. I'll have you know, not only are we having hobnobs here from McVitie's, but we're having milk chocolate hobnobs. You guys in America can't get these. Ha ha ha! British biscuit time. You probably can get them now actually on Amazon, but thanks Retrofly. I don't think it's my good work. I think it's because we stream Project Cars and people subscribe from that. Thanks Project Cars. Yeah, there's a beehive in the back of the car. I do appreciate everyone coming along to watch me drive badly though. And if you are new, as I say, click the subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date with our stuff. We do loads of streaming, simulators, flight simulators, virtual reality, and just English shenanigans. Sorry about this biscuit break. I have to refuel the Game of Muscle. Amazon's, that would be a good idea. But the thing is, you can only order one at a time, and I can guarantee I'd eat more than a packet a day if I had that. So they would do it every, like, you need to be in central London where they deliver every 2 hours. That'd be alright. Biscuits on demand, but they'll be like £3 a packet. Can't afford that. That was a nice biscuit. Today's stream is sponsored by McVitie's Hobnobs. The crunchiest, chocolatiest biscuits. Hobnobs, they taste so good. They make you drive fast. They make you drive on the limit. They make your force feedback 3 Newton meters stronger. Hobnobs, the biscuit of the sim racing world. I'm probably not even allowed to do that. That's it. Copyright strike. I used to live next to the McVitie factory in Ashby de la Zouch. I think these were made there. Let's have a look. Where's the address? Let me put it on here. Yes, they were made where I used to live, these ones. Fantastic. That's how British I am. I used to live next to a bloody biscuit factory. Hobnob's Breakfast of Champions. Great streams and videos. Thank you, IG Racing 18. All T's T. It's all good. 100 likes achievement unlocked. Also, yeah, hit the like button if you're liking it. If you're disliking it, hit the dislike button. How many people have actually disliked this stream? Let's have a look. How many miserable buggers are there in the world today? It's not even showing it. Oh well. I'll play an ad just to troll them. There you go. Right, let's get in the car and drive. I've just knocked my hobnobs over. I need to put these biscuits back in the fridge, or I will eat them all and be morbidly obese before the end of the day is out. Right. Sorry for that little break. Here we go, Spa, in the 2004 Ferrari Formula 1 car. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you can lock your wheels and then that's it, flat spotted. It's a good feel for it though. It's actually, interestingly, compared to the Lotus 125, this car is a little bit less nimble through the track. It's got less downforce. Whoa, we're struggling for grip. Oh dear. Okay, the AI is having trouble, so are we. Yeah, I think there's some issues with the AI paths at the moment, so hopefully that's something they'll patch out. Let's restart this. I'm going to start further to the front, and hopefully it'll fix that. But yeah, we'll have to do a post on the Kunos forums. See if they can update the path. I think that's what I think it's just the paths aren't updated. Because the AI do seem to be doing some rather weird things with these cars that I haven't noticed with other vehicles. Okay, let's start in 8th, 9th, I'll do. Let's give that a go. Forza moment there. Alright, Joshim Vind, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the channel. Dislikes don't affect YouTube money. To be honest, it doesn't make any difference, likes or dislikes. It's more just a feedback mechanism. Any engagement's good, really. That's the ironic thing. When people dislike, it's actually better for someone to dislike than it is for someone to just not do anything. So if someone really dislikes your content, it's better for them to just not load the video and ignore it. That's what's they've sort of trolled themselves by clicking the dislike button. Oh dear, yeah, we're struggling for overall downforce here. Oh Jesus Christ, we just took someone out. let's restart this. Let's put some more downforce on the vehicle. Let's give it 2 clicks on both, see what that's like. It's just, well, it's better if you like the video. I do prefer likes, but you know, you can't please everyone, can you? I don't understand. The only thing I find weird with dislikes is more just like it triggers me in the sense of why would you watch something that you don't like? Why would you? When I don't like a YouTube video for whatever reason, I don't think, oh, I'm now going to invest my time and effort moving the mouse a couple of millimeters to click the dislike button. Bloody hell, we're not sticking through that. Maybe it's because the tyres are cold as well. We'll learn this. So, yeah, so for me, I just find it weird that someone would bother. And if you honestly don't like something, the best thing to do is to ignore it, or if you normally like their content but you don't like the specific thing, you just write a comment that's clear in saying, oh yeah, I normally like what you're doing but I didn't like it this time for these reasons, and then that's most likely to actually have a positive effect. Anything else is just a waste of time, really. Okay, there we go. We just need to go a bit slower through there. Yeah, the AI struggling. So, okay, there we go. 4th, 3rd. Happy birthday. Whoa! He's late on the brakes. That was sounding amazing. Why is my mouse moving up the screen? What's that about? Got a ghost in here moving the mouse. Poltergeist mouse. Well, do you know what? On a sim racing system, I think we might have to run this car on the Game of Muscle Race series, because this is good. But the only problem with that is actually people will end up having ridiculous setups, won't they? Because it's a Formula car, but I'm sure we can get some decent. Look at the fall off of grip there on the brakes, and then it just bites back in. And again, that's like a mid-corner slide if you go over the limit. I've been clickbaiting with my titles recently. I hope you appreciate it, Wayne Francis. It definitely seems to be working to get views in the first place. Hang on, was I get stuck in 6th gear up the hill when I've got 7 gears to use? Oh, listen to the accelerator. It's got that wobble in the acceleration when the traction control's sorting itself out going up through the 2nd gear. That's fantastic. Listen to that. Oh, awesome. Oh, this is good. Will it stick this time? Let's find out. Oh, a little bit of a lift. I think it will stick flat out. Oh, no, we were in 7th gear. Oh, thank you, Glimrill. We might be able to do fixed setup. We have to just make sure that the default's a good one. Oh, that was nice. AI sometimes does nice moves. Oh, that's the point, actually. I think Assetto Corsa has a system in it where if you do multiple laps, the AI actually gets better at it. I know that was the case in, I think it was in R Factor. Obviously, that's a totally different simulator. But I've noticed that sometimes is the case with various simulators, and it might apply to AC as well, where the AI can learn from the path that you've put down, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. This is a really nice track to take Formula cars to because of the flowing corners is superb. Ah! You have to watch out with the trail braking because you can suddenly lose all the grip there and just slide off. You'll really like throttle wobble. Good for you. Thanks for the update, BRT. I'll make sure to put that in my diary. I haven't tried the new firmware. Someone just told me that it's bloody amazing, so we will have to try it and we'll have to do a video on it. I've got so many videos to make. be too busy streaming like 10 hours every day. Yeah, this is certainly the type of car where you could just drive it for hours and not realise. Flat out. Yeah, there we go. It's sticking now. Just a case of warm tyres and having a bit more downforce. Look at that. Once you've got the flat out through there, you've got the power along this straight. Yeah, so it's a really progressive car, this. Really nice on throttle. Obviously, traction control helps. All you have to watch out for, really, in terms of hidden dangers, is the trail braking too aggressively, causing all the wheels to go over the threshold mid-corner, and then you get sort of stuck in a lateral slide. But other than that, it's a really straightforward car to drive. And quite strong, actually. I've got the forcing back on quite high. My legs are sweating. Frank, she did leave me already. So, yeah. Since you say it. So, that's been exciting as well. But we've got the sim rig, so it's all good. Do you recommend a Project Cars 2? Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far, the press version. It's actually been pretty good. Do they have the on-screen display? I can't read that. I'm in a Formula car. I cannot read half the Bible whilst coming into the final chicane. Did they have the on-screen display in the steering wheel in F1 2022? Well, this car's got an on-screen display. I don't know how it works, but... Oh, we're glued. That's so good. No, don't think so. Unless I haven't, I've forgotten. There we go, braking later each time. But it's still going slow. Trying to get more speed out of it. Oh, the downshift sound is erotic on this. Let's try and push a bit harder. I've been kind of cruising here. There's a little bit of fall off there. I think we can do that flat out if we line it up perfect. Whoa! Saved by the traction control. So the thing with the traction control is, if you go into it, you've obviously butchered your lap, so you really do have to avoid getting into that state. Stat Savage, yes, definitely. The best thing with the Race Room Starter Pack is it comes with a really broad variety of cars, and the 90s DTM cars, and you get the Mercedes with the starter pack. It's like £5 or something. The Mercedes is a really nice car, and the nice thing is, even if you just got one car from that series in Race Room, you can still race against all the other cars in that class. So it's like, you know, you can do proper races without owning any of the vehicles. You can also try all the cars in Race Room for free, you know. So I think it's a really good value starter pack for £6. You get like 3 tracks, 4 or 5 cars, and they're really nice cars. Really good value for money. PB! Yeah, we're getting better. It's all about hitting the braking. You know, normally, I'm not a huge fan of Formula cars, but maybe it's just because the traction control makes it easy. But this car is like egging me on to push harder and harder and harder. And that is really satisfying. I'm really comfortable with what the car's doing as well. And you can absolutely smash through the gears. catch him with this guy. I'm going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger after this DLC because I'm just going to want to keep driving this Ferrari. Oh, rumble strips smashing the force feed back there. Oh, you don't have to worry about the chicane in a lot of cars going through there. You really have to worry about the back end. Wayne Francis, I'm using the Proto Simtech PT1 pedals, and I think we're going to be reviewing the PT2 pedals next month sometime. But they're doing a batch of PT2 pedals for sale soon, and the PT1s are absolutely fantastic pedals. Really nice. Whoa! Okay. Really, really nice pedals. Got a load cell on them. Absolutely superb. But you know, you can set them up to be really solid and... Whoops, just done that wrong. You know, you can... I think I've got mine set up to about 3 or 4 kilograms of pressure for the brake. But you can set them up to be rock solid, like a Formula car or a go-kart. Well, as it is now, how I've got them set up is kind of in between a go-kart and a relatively firm brake, but you know, not like a Formula car brake. But you can set them up however you want. That's what's really awesome with them. And they've got really nice springs on them. But yeah, just check out, I've got a review of the PT1 pedals on my YouTube channel. Just type in Proto Simtech PT1 pedals and you'll see our review. Really good. Really good value for money, especially if you live in the States. I think they're about $350, the PT1s. I'm not sure what they're going to retail the PT2s at. I think they're doing about the same price. I mean, it's a lot if you're thinking of game controllers, but when you look at premium pedals, which is what they are, that offer customization to get to something like real-world Formula pedals, for example, they're really good value for money. It's only the shipping cost if you live in Europe that's expensive. Well, there we go. We came third, mostly because of the AI killing themselves. But yeah, I love this car. I really like this car. All right, you playing it with a steering wheel, BRT. I always thought Forza's best with a gamepad, you know. A positive review by BRT and Forza. I'm really happy with this car though. In this AC pack, this is the most fun car for me so far, and I'm not the biggest fan of Formula cars, but this tickles my pickle. I'd happily rub this car or rub myself over this car naked. There's some pointy out bits that might cause some injuries, but it'd be worth it. It'd be absolutely worth it. What's the next car we can go to? Hi Wayne Francis, I'm from Liverpool. Hello, Liverpool. Liverpool. That was Birmingham, actually. That was more of a Brummie accent. I don't know why I even try doing accents. They're always terrible. I need to go to accent school. Yeah, I like that. The F2004. What's the next car on the list? Let's have a look at this. Next car on the list is... Game of muscle is dying. It's 9:30. Oh my god. Right. The 2017 1812 Superfast. That's the 2017 spec Formula 1 car, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. I'm going crazy. I'm so tired. I've lost the plot. Which one is it? Where are we going? Hang on. I've gone crazy here. I don't know what's going on here. 812 Superfast. Oh, here it is. Right, that makes sense. Oh, I know this car. I know this car. This is the ridiculous... Yeah, this car is absolutely ridiculous. You can get one with the convertible roof on it. Oh no, I remember getting confused with a different Ferrari. Pimax 8K VR Kickstarter. I'd be really sceptical of those VR headsets, Chris. I'd be super skeptical of anything that's not by like the LG are doing a VR headset, HTC, Oculus, Samsung. I'd be really skeptical of these other headsets in terms of their raw performance and actual quality where it matters. Oh, thank you, Leonardo. Greetings from Norway, said my Norwegian voiceover. Leonardo Ratifia, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. I hope I didn't miss your message. Thanks so much for that. I'll tell you, that's my train of thought there. But I've lost the plot. We're going to drive this car though. Let's have a look at the spec first. Information. Whew. Ferrari choose the 87th edition of the Geneva International Motor Show for the world premiere of the new 12-cylinder Berlinetta. The 812 Superfast, the most powerful and fastest Ferrari in the Marquis' history. This new car not only introduces a plethora of innovative features, but is also particularly significant as the V12 series marked the official start of the glorious prancing horse story in 1947, 70 years ago. The 812 Superfast thus ushers in a new era in Ferrari 12-cylinder history, in doing so building on the invaluable legacies of the F12. I can't say that word. Apologies, Ferrari. Apologies, Italians. And the F12 TDF. It is aimed at clients demanding the most powerful and efficient way to empty one's bank account and become bankrupt but driving a rather swanky car in the process, and exclusive Ferrari in the range. An uncompromising sports car that will deliver exhilarating driving both on the road and track, yet also be comfortable enough to allow its owners to enjoy it as they drive into a cow, a hedge, and some old age pensioners speeding through small countryside villages. It's an all-round experience, that's for sure. 1,525 kilograms, 800 bhp, 718 newton meters of torque. That's like 40 OSWs in a car. Power to weight ratio, 1.91 kilograms. That's not bad. I have to say that's not too bad. We've got a nice selection of skins here. Let's go for a nice blue. That's disgusting. Dark blue. Ah, that's nice. That makes me think of like Need for Speed or something, like the classic Need for Speed, 90s Need for Speed. That's a nice colour. What's going on in chat? You're talking about pedals here. This is how exciting it gets. This is why we've got so many women in our chat room, because everyone's talking about putting tennis balls behind pedals. Do you think Hamilton will win the championship? I think he has pretty much won it. Unless his car blows up, I think Hamilton's won it. There you go. Murray Walker. My voice is gone. I've been streaming for about 6-7 hours today, so Murray Walker is not a good idea. I can't even do it. Too tired. I'm losing the sanity. We've selected our car. That's a good start. So select the opponents. The fact that it's called Superfast is the name. It sounds a bit weird to me. It doesn't sound like exotic. It's a bit literal. Oh, my car is super fast. It's really quite quick. It's a Ferrari super fast. What track should we take it to? Barcelona. There we go. That's a good track to go to, I think. I'm happy with that. Let's change the weather so there's some clouds for authenticity. His clothing brand. Sounds Stephen Hawkins is super fast. Time of day, weather, light fog, clear, light clouds, that'll do. And that's it. Opponents, same car, summary, that'll do. I'm happy with that. You must choose red. No, I'm going for some blue. I'm having a bit of a colour change. I need to put my fan on. I'm baking here. Damage is on, but I don't think it's on properly. It was on with the previous cars we were driving. 812 super sexy. It should be called the 812 no longer got any money in the bank. Look at the brake discs. Absolutely ridiculous brakes on this car. Oh, I've run out of drink. I need to top up the drink. Right. Well, we're starting in 10th place. First of all, I need to adjust the in-car settings. Oh, we're getting back into modern land here. Seat. Oh, this car doesn't sound as exciting as the previous vehicles. Bit anticlimactic going from the 2004 Formula 1 car to this. But oh well. So far, only one car in the pack's been a bit of a bust. But, you know, we're comparing it relative to some of the best cars in history, so it's not a surprise. There we go. Let's drive this. Okay, we've got ABS with this, and we've got traction control as well. Oh, this is nice. This is like the other. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, you know this. You can tell immediately. You know, this is standard modern Ferrari. I have to say the sounds are a bit underwhelming. Oh, this is all right though. It's a bit of a letdown compared to the 2004. It's not quite. Oh Jesus Christ! I need to start that again. I'm going to put the post-processing effects on because this track looks a bit dull without them on. You know, it's not as super fast as the 2004 Formula car. I have to say. Let's try that. Should look a bit more shiny. Might get some slowdown, but if we do, oh well. Yeah, it's not as super fast as a Formula 1 car, I have to say, unsurprisingly. I think they've lied with the name here. It should be called the 812, not quite as fast as a Formula car, but faster than most road cars. Speed. That's got a nice ring to it. Okay, we go. I haven't tried the Nissan GTR GT3, I don't think. Oh, look at all this smoke. That's what we get with post-processing. Oh, it's because I picked slightly cloudy as well. That's why it's a bit... The tone's a bit muted. Oops. Oh, come on. Come on, Kunos. Let's start again here. Oh, I'm going to make it sunny as well because it's actually miserable. I need some sunshine. This has been a really good start. Time of day. Clear. Right, let's try that again. Get there eventually, boys and girls. Indy 500 in the snow. We will do that at some point. So far, this has been super slow because I keep restarting. Yeah, I'll do that. Traction control off. There we go. Heat shimmer, sunshine, bit more contrast. That's nice. I could feel the British weather depression coming in with the clouds there. Traction control's off, ladies and gentlemen. You ask and I shall deliver like Amazon next day. Delivery with Prime. My brakes don't work and I'm gonna crash. Okay. The brakes on this aren't actually that effective, I guess because the car's quite heavy and it's cold. Oh, it's got a nice kick and a really super progressive slide on the throttle. It's not exactly delicate. Oh no! If you lock up all wheels though, you just slide off. You lose all lateral traction. Tyres are cold, keeping that in mind. Thank you. Thank you. And I've just been taken out by the AI. Going from the F1 2004 to this. Well, okay guys, come on. Deep breath. Deep breath. We can do this. This has been a disaster. Well, this has been... We go from one car that's mind-blowing to a car that makes you want to smother your head with a pillow until you're not breathing anymore. This isn't that bad, I have to say. It's more... I think we've just been a bit unlucky with the AI and stuff. Squeeze on through, sandwich. Thank you. Don't take me out. I think you just have to be really subtle with this car. You know, it's obviously, you know, it's not a race car, so you have to keep that in mind. In short, don't go and drive the 2004 Formula 1 car and then go to this car. You have to reformat your brain. Ah, the understeer. I need more grip, please. Need more grip. I feel like I'm driving in slow motion now. Fiat Panda might be more fun. Well, the Abarth 500, that's the champion vehicle. Oh, once it goes out, it stays out for ages. Again, this is more on the understeery side, on speed as well. As you'd probably maybe expect from a more road car, they'd probably set it up for safety first. I honestly feel like I'm practically driving in reverse, going from the 2004 Formula 1 car to this. Oh dear. It doesn't help the engine though to this car. I mean, it probably sounds like this in real life, because often cars are actually quite muted in the you know, if you actually sat in the cockpit. But again, going from the Formula car to this, sounds like I'm listening to a 3-year-old play the recorder. From 2004 Formula car is like going to a rock concert, listening to heavy thrash metal with your ears on the speaker, and then this is like listening to a 3-year-old play the recorder for the first time. You know, there's a bit of contrast there. Oh, the brakes are so bad compared to a Formula car. I mean, they're probably not actually. They're probably... Calm down. They're probably quite good. It's just that the car's obviously a lot heavier. But... That's nice on the throttle, how it does kind of push it out a bit. But it's not exactly that sharp. I'm being so critical of what actually is it. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. It's actually a fairly nice car. I mean, if I was driving this in real life, I'd probably be like, wow, this is amazing. Oh dear, this is what it's like if you know, if you were really rich and you had all these cars, you'd be like, oh yeah, I don't really like this Ferrari. It's F40. It feels a bit sluggish compared to my my Formula 1 car that I take out each weekend at the local racetrack. Yes, when I was an LMP1 driver, the cars were alright, but my Ferrari collection, they really just don't do anything for me anymore. Oh, you can even induce that lateral slide by just turning in sharply. Whoops, I'm all over the place. Ignore the bad driving, boys and girls. This could be good fun for... This would be a good car for the Highland track again, actually, for doing some cruising and drifting with. It does have a nice bit of bite to it once you get it rolling a bit, actually. And it's quite fun sliding it through the corners. But, no, again, this isn't my cup of tea. I think out of the car pack, this is a dud. I mean... in the sort of grand scheme of things, it's a nice car and it's a well done car. The force feedback's fantastic, everything's really good. But out of this car pack, given how good some of the cars in this car pack are, and given how good some of the cars in Assetto Corsa are, I think this is not as exciting. It's not as arousing. Driving it in VR might help actually, because you get a feeling of speed, but better feeling of speed in VR. And drifting might be quite good with this car. Oh, it's reading the chat room there. What's going on? Oh, okay. Thanks for the push. Thanks for the £200,000 push there. Yeah, I think the 2004 car will be really good for online racing. I think if we can either get a good setup that we can just share, so everyone has a good setup for each track. But it's not as brutal as the Lotus 125 Formula car. You know, it's actually easier to drive that because of the traction control and just because of the way it sticks to the road. I think it'd be a really good Formula car for online racing. I almost went to that AF427 because I only live 40 minutes outside of London on the train, but then I thought it was just going to be horrendous with too many people there. But actually, I watched it on YouTube, and it was actually all right. It would have been nice to listen to them. There's an event at Silverstone at some point where they're going to be doing all the classic Formula cars, so I might go to that. I'm not sure when it is. I might have already missed it, but we'll have to see. I don't normally like leaving, going outside too much, unless it's to meet with people or something, or for work. I'd rather just sit in my sim rig and play driving simulators. You got your hat autographed, nice. Yeah, I'm falling asleep driving this. We need some Formula 1 car action. If the force feedback's fantastic, it's not a bad car. It's just, you know, the contrast. I'm doing Mr. Pitor Skodinsky. YouTube is my main work at the moment. Hence why we're pumping out so many YouTube videos and we've got so many reviews lined up, and we've got a ton of content. That's mostly what I'm doing right now. And yeah, it's good fun. It's not a good way to make a lot of money, but it's good fun. So if I can make it work, we'll keep doing it. So do subscribe if you're new and you want to help. Click the subscribe button, all that business. I don't think I will, to be honest, unless Thrustmaster want to send me one to review. Because that wheel is I'm pretty sure it's using the same internals as the TSPC Racer. It's just got console compatibility and a different rim. And to be honest, this SW20 direct drive wheel I'm using is like the dog's bollocks. So you really, you know, there's no real impetus on my behalf to try the other wheels other than to review them for other people. And I'm not going to do that out of my own pocket. For example, I bought a TSPC Racer with my own money, and that's just sitting on the shelf really because I'm just using this. So. Hi Abagafaran, the DLC is fantastic. The 2004 Formula car to me is the nicest car in the DLC. That is amazing. Oh, overdriven and penalty. Thank you, Kunos. They haven't changed the penalty system. That's one thing. What do you think, Abagafaran? Which car have you made love to or enjoyed the most? Game Muscle's job is to be a muscle for gaming. That's it. Well, Josh, we should be reviewing the PT2 pedals, and I think we've got some other pedals we'll be reviewing as well soon. So Should be interesting. But yeah, I love these PT1 pedals. We've had them for what, almost maybe a year now. Absolutely love them. This is new DLC, yes, Stan. The 70th anniversary, because Assetto Corsa is now 70 years old. So that's how long we've been playing AC for. You might not have noticed it. Time flies. How do you feel about using an airplane joystick? It's not something I've done for a long time. I used to do that with my Atari back in the day. Back in the 90s. I didn't have a steering wheel. I guess it's better than using a small joystick, you know. It's analog input, get good precision. Why not? Should be nice and gentle with this car. It's nice and chilled out. Vettel gave a nice present to Ferrari. What's that? Happy birthday, Ferrari! I've just destroyed your chances of a championship win. Oh! Sebastian Vettel surprise. Drive with a keyboard. Drive it with a dance mat. That's the true way to do it. We are kind of just inducing understeer with this. Nice downshift sound on this car. Oh. Like my Ferrari's crashed. He was probably just trying to help with the aerodynamics, to be fair. No, do you know what? Driving this car a bit more, I think once I actually get to grips with the dynamics of it and learn how to push it and how to get on the power properly and get it really nailed with tracks, I think this could be quite satisfying. Maybe I've been a bit too harsh to this car. It's just coming from the 2004 Formula 1 car. I mean, what car could you drive after that and still be excited? We have to get into like a space shuttle or something to maintain the excitement levels. Because this is actually quite satisfying, balancing the throttle, balancing the brake, trying to keep it under the limit. That's actually quite rewarding, and it does have really nice subtle force feedback for that. It's quite delicate actually to treat it like a spaghetti on a fork. Don't tug at it, otherwise you end up pulling up all the spaghetti. You have to just roll up one spaghetti at a time. Hello Callum Bolton, welcome to the stream, thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a good day. Well, that was that. We've almost gone through every single car. Oh dear. The curse of good DLC. Let's try the last car then. That was the Ferrari 812 Superfast, although not as fast as the 2004. Hi, Tiago Lima, welcome back. How's it going? Check out Tiago Lima's YouTube channel, guys. He's done a bunch of conversions for AC, track mods. He did the Le Mans track mod conversion. He did the Live for Speed Blackwood track conversion, and he's done a bunch of other stuff. And he's also an awesome guy. So just subscribe to Tiago Lima's YouTube channel. Click on his name in chat. Go to his YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. Do it. No excuses. If you subscribe to me, subscribe to Tiago Lima. Go. The Italians don't do things the most efficient way, but yeah, they get good results. Bloody good pizzas. Bloody good wine. Bloody good driving simulators. Fixing your rig cables. Oh dear, I'm I'm getting tired. I've been streaming for like 6 hours. I don't know. You guys know Jimmy Broadbent. Subscribe to his channel as well. He does driving simulators. If you haven't subscribed to him, but he can stream for like 8 hours straight with a direct drive wheel. I don't know how he does it. Mind you, actually, no, he does a lot of his streaming with the gamepad, playing Gran Turismo and what have you. So that, you know, it's not quite the same. But he does long streams with the steering wheel still. I don't know what he's got on him. He must be. He must be on something. I'm absolutely exhausted. Let's go to the next car though. Seems we're almost at the end of the. Well, we've almost checked out every single car. We might as well finish this. As if it's a burden. I have to say this is a bloody fantastic DLC. Really good. I'm really happy with it, and I think it's really well worth the money. As are all the other Kunos DLCs. Don't get Assetto Corsa because you end up buying all the DLCs and you'll have no money. That's a good tip. Follow it. Or have fun and ignore what I've said. 2017 SF70H. That's what we're driving next. Well, basically, this is this year's Formula 1 car, isn't it? So let's take it to Italy.
Are you retarded?
Oh, thank you. Miko Zato. What currency is that? Thank you for the donation. But what currency is that? What's an A? An A? Where are you in Australia? Is that like an Australian dollar? Someone did a donation in Hong Kong dollars, which is amazing. I don't know where half these currencies are. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. As I say, some of the messages aren't popping up when people do donations. So sorry if I missed that. Oh, Australian dollars. Thank you. Dollary dues. That's the first time anyone from Australia has donated to me. Thank you. Tie my kangaroo down. Sport, tie my kangaroo down. Two little boys had two little toys. Oh, what a shame that Rolf Harris turned out to be a paedophile. Because he's a legend. Oh dear. All those years watching Rolf Harris, and little did I realise. Little did anybody know about his dark little secret and his strange ways. Right. On that note, thanks as I say, Miko, for the donation. Off topic. We've got the Ferrari. We need to get Monza. My brain, it's fried. I'm totally fried. Ah dear. What's going on here? Oh, because I've got Spa selected. Oh god. Goodbye. Italy. Where have we gone? I thought I said Peru then. There it is. Imola would be good actually as well. Where are we going? That's 1966. Oh, there it is. I can't see the donation icon. Underneath the video, there's a link that you can click on, but you can also use YouTube. What's it called? The text thing. It highlights your text message. And actually, if you use the YouTube donation thing, I can see it in the chat and it's really clear. But you know, if you want to give me money, I don't care how you do it, and it's really appreciated. You know, even people that don't, just people that subscribe, I really appreciate it. And also people that just use our Amazon links that are underneath a lot of our videos, or you know, you just check on our videos that have them. If you buy anything on Amazon and you click our link, I get money. It doesn't make any difference to you guys, so that's nice. You know, it's helping me do this more, keeping me going. Right, let's get this car in this track going. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. I think we're good. Thank you, Frank Zappa. I might need to change the donation alerts. It's probably offensive to people, but it's from a comedy video, and I am quite literally retarded as I am severely dyslexic, so I don't feel too bad with him saying that. We're good. We're set. We're set up here. So here we go. Here we go. Yes, no, yes. Summary, opponents, laps. My brain's gone. We need a cup of tea. Thanks, Souls of a One. Really appreciate that. I can't. Dan Brown. I can't support anti-freedom, pro-globalist Amazon. You know, there is that. It's unfortunate. I've not set up the ERS, DRS, and all that crap. Oh, guys, just keep throwing money at me. Really appreciate it. Thank you, AF427. Thank you so much, guys. Blair Murray. Oh my God, hurry up. It's pretty. I'm just chatting. What TV would you recommend and what size? I don't know because I haven't tried any of the recent TVs and it really is hit or miss. I'm using a 2010 42-inch LG TV, but I literally went through tons of TVs and I tried them out in richer sounds to see that they didn't have any latency. You might be better off with a sort of 27-inch gaming monitor with a high frame rate because TVs really are hit or miss. Right. Okay, we're going to have to change this first, actually, before we get going. Car model looks fantastic. Ow. Hopefully I can get some gaming monitors or a gaming monitor to review at some point because that's something I was looking into. And my TV's starting to go, so probably something to replace. But things I tend to use VR. I mean, if you're doing driving simulators, I would definitely start to look into VR rather than getting a monitor for if you like driving simulators and flight simulators. But you know, it seems to be quite divisive. Some people really like it and some people hate it, but I think VR is the way to go for driving sims. What's our DRS button? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Okay. Too much talking, sorry. It's because I'm tired. I can't help it. Restart session. Here we go. Start driving. I was just emulating Honda's performance there. Here we go. Using the defaults, I'll assume they're all good. Whoa! A bit loose. Foot down. This car feels so... Your view is... Oh. Okay, Kunos penalty incoming. Your view's so much less than the 2004. Yeah, this car's just like, it's planted. It doesn't have that excitement that the 2004 Formula 1 car does. The sound's not as invigorating. Well, it's not bad though. There's something about it that, and maybe it is just the sound. Maybe I've been brainwashed by the 2004 car. This car sounds like it's depressed. Sounds like it wants to drown itself. There's probably bricks on the back of it. The car's about to jump into a canal. I don't blame it with the current state of modern Formula 1. It's really nimble actually though. You're over revving, probably. I need to get into tune with this car. I need to go back to Formula 1 mode. It's just so different to the 2004 Formula car. That 2004 Formula car just made sense to me. It just made sense. It just clicked straight away. This, not so much. DRS, might as well use it. We've got a car parked there. Probably I need to turn the force feedback up. It's a bit weak actually. Right, let's sort the force feedback out and we'll restart the session. I don't know why the force feedback's particularly weak in this car. I guess it's got power steering. The app's got a shift thing on it anyway. There you go. I normally use the app shift notification because it's more clear. Oh yeah, I guess the app's not doing it. For some reason, Sidekick's not... You're right, it wasn't telling me to shift it right. If you are supposed to shift... Yeah. Good call, whoever that was in chat. It just doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like, oh, the car needs shifting now, like that 2004. It's all just really a bit artificial, Not, of course, the traction control in that 2004 Formula car is obviously arguably artificial, and you're driving a car, which quite clearly is an artificial thing, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Look at all the crap on the steering wheel as well. It's like having a bloody mechanical keyboard. So this car actually feels more like a prototype or something. If you were to take this car physics, this Formula car, and you were to pop it into like an LMP car model in the game, you'd be like, oh, this feels like an LMP car. It's not like a Formula car. Yeah, I don't like this car. It's me affording to be super picky about what are actually still pretty awesome cars. Sorry. Missing the shift there. I haven't tried that RSS Hybrid. Apparently that car is really good. Someone I know that really likes Formula cars was praising it, saying the force feedback on it's incredible. So I might have to try that. I mean, this car's not bad. It feels great. The force feedback's good, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine as a car. It's just me. 2004 Formula 1 cars out of the pack is the bee's knees. The dog's doodles. I feel a bit like I'm driving a washing machine or something. Got to choose whoa, dear Jesus. Okay. And we just lost it. Like that. It's quite brutal, actually. Sounds like, yeah, I don't like this car that much. I've said that too much, but that's just the truth. We'll give it another go. We'll finish this. We'll do a race. Probably better to take it to Spa, actually, where you can sort of progressively feel out the grip and get used to it. But oh no! That's pretty cool how you can spin up the wheels all the way up into like 4th gear. Not the most efficient of starts, but fun nonetheless. Maybe VR makes this car a bit more exciting. I definitely find it with all Formula vehicles, VR really accentuates the aspects of them, because you genuinely, in VR you really feel like you're sat in the cockpit, so that aspect of Formula 1 vehicles really sticks out. Ignore the bad shifting, guys. Just pretend I'm shifting correctly. Use your imagination. There's a sausage. I'd say I'd say that more about the sort of older, yeah, I don't know, tuna no crust. A wheel just went right through the bodywork there. Awesome shifting. I hope that's not sarcasm. I mean, the shifting on these cars is so short as well, but you don't have the engine though. With that 2004 car, the engine is there like a trumpet in your ear going, oh, shift. Now's the time to shift because it's screaming at you. Whereas this, the engine is kind of like, driving, a Formula car, Formula 1 is not excited anymore, Lewis Hamilton, that's, you know, it's not like the 2004 car, which is like, whoa, go on, pull your trousers down, whoa, change gear, face is melting. Oh dear, we're not making that. That's a game of muscle review of modern Formula 1 engines. That's why I'm not on TV. Well, you should get this pack. The 2004 F1 car is bloody amazing, and the two vintage cars, the two first cars that we did at the start of the stream, absolutely incredible. Get it for them. As I say, that F1 2004 car is worth the pack price easily, and the two vintage cars, each on their own. Roy Walker does it for money. I feel like I'm driving a Dyson Hoover, and they've not done a bad job on the sounds here. You know, this is what these, you watch the onboards, these cars kind of sound like this. It's so like planted as well on the brakes. Even though that 2004 one has the traction control, it's way more variable in how it moves around the circuit and how active it is. Whereas this is just glued. So this is more what I sort of expect from like a LMP car or something with a really safe setup. I mean, obviously I'm not pushing it. Maybe when you get really good with this car and start pushing it, then you notice it being a bit more active. So probably is me driving badly, but I mean, the car model's really nice though. It does look like it's a nice car. Oh, I've done it again! Jesus. I don't feel I'm getting the same force feedback with this car either. Oh, no. Okay. Hi, William Powell. Welcome back. Oh, we've damaged the car a bit, but we'll keep going. No, stop rubbing it in, Grimrill. When you've got a direct drive wheel, you have to double check, because if you do turn into another car and you're holding onto your wheel firmly, you're going to have broken wrists. It's an extra immersive feature. I'm using a sim gear button box to drive this, and I have to say that's absolutely fantastic with the flappy paddles, but even more fantastic with the 2004 F1 car. I'm not on braking on the limit and I'm not driving on the limit, so can't really be too critical. It's my driving is really the thing at fault here. Let's try and push it a bit more. Let's stop talking and actually concentrate. I find when I talk I lose like 10-15% of my ability. It's really weird. The brain literally has like a maximum capacity and is used up by it in the gob. You can kind of get into a rhythm with this car and a zone with it though. It is kind of hypnotic. Maybe it's the Hoover noise. Oh, let's just stick round there. Well, Jack Bourbon, we might be reviewing an absolutely epic sim rig soon. if it all works out, and quite literally might end up with broken legs from crashing with it. But I'm not sure if it's. It depends how it all pans out with the company that makes it. But yeah, you joke. As soon as we stopped talking, we were like up 2 seconds. Ridiculous. Oh, messed that up. I'm braking too much as well. I can't really say anything because I'm in the process of working some stuff out. But yeah, hopefully we should have some really interesting stuff on the channel in the coming months. Oh, nice one. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Thanks for all the subscribes as well, and all the viewers. They're probably people just liking the content because this pack is bloody amazing. This car's growing on me. Maybe I was a bit too miserable about it. I'm going to do another race. It's growing on me. It's like a limp that develops over time. It's starting to get worse, but better. But yeah, guys, if you haven't and you've just potted along to the channel, click the subscribe button. I'm going to make a drink, I think, because I'm dying here. Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely amazing pack. I'm really happy with this DLC pack. We've just gone through every car, only giving them like a race each, but still. Thanks, Dan Brown. What's your thoughts on Renault SRS01 Trophy Project Cars 2? I've not really tested it enough to know, so we'll have to check that out. Boost it to 31k subs. I don't know how many subs I've had today. It's not that many. Let's do that again. I'm gonna need to get a drink though, because I'm dying. There must be a lot of people lurking, but I think there's like 200 people watching right now, and there's probably what 20-30 people in chat. There's a lot of people lurking. Come and join us in the chat room, guys. If you're a lurker, come and just say hi in the chat. It's all good. You know. Wayne Francis, hello. Nürburgring. Okay, let's do Nürburgring with this car. That's a good idea. Hello, LFS Racer. He's committed. LFS. Live for Speed Racer. 400 years ago, I got Live for Speed, and I'm still playing it on my projected cardboard box. Live for Speed's actually really bloody good, and the VR's really good with it, actually. So I joke, but it actually is a good simulator still. It was one of the first ones to have good VR support, and I can run the Vive in Live for Speed on an i3 with a GTX 970 graphics card. So, you know, if you don't have a fast computer and you want to do VR sim racing, Live for Speed is actually a good sim. It is a good sim actually anyway. Still has some features in it that really aren't in other simulators, like the multiplayer stuff and the setup sharing and things, but there you go. I've got Italy selected. Hi Vitor Machido. Thank you. Really appreciate you coming along. LFS for the win. This DLC's worth every penny, says BRT. Lurker says hi. Joe Greenley. Hello. Get on a drive. Every time I stop driving, people get angry. Sorry. I need a break every now and again. Nürburgring GP. And I'm going to get my drink. Hi, Ken Bid. So give me a second. Oh dear. People love complaining. My channel should just be called the Game and Muscle Complaints Department. Yeah, it should do, Joe. In 2D, it should do. Yeah, I would have thought so. If in Project Cars 2 seems to run the same, if not a tiny bit better than Project Cars 1, I think. From what I've experienced with it with the 1070 that I'm using, I think it runs a little bit better than Project Cars 1, or the same. It's kind of close. The thing is, I played Project Cars 1 a lot with the GTX. Yeah, with the GTX 970, and I haven't really played Project Cars 1 with the 1070, so it's hard to know for sure, but I get the impression that it is about the same. It seems that way. Just got to fix some stuff here. Well, oh, thanks, Dan Brown. Thanks so much. Having a Icelandic woman say the chat message probably isn't the best. Probably not the most clear way to pronounce what people type. I rate your honesty, and type it in chat. Thanks so much for the donation, Dan Brown. Really, really appreciate it. I haven't tried Game of the Year Project Cars now. I will, yes. I'll be playing online with Jeremy Broadbent, and hopefully Sim Racing Girl will join as well. Though she doesn't, I don't think she does streaming, but I'm trying to get her to do it because I think she'll be good. I need to fix something. Yeah, as I was saying, is the stream running smooth for everyone, and does it look all right? Because I say we've gone to 1080p. And normally we run at 720, so Dan Brown, I appreciate your honesty and integrity when reviewing. Okay, thank you. I actually lie about everything. I actually hate driving simulators. Assetto Corsa in particular, totally hate it. Worst sim ever made. I don't ever play it. Awful. Don't get the DLC. K2 cockpit, terrible. PT1 pedals, awful. SW20, terrible. SH8 shifter, terrible. This microphone, newer NW700, absolute garbage. Logitech C920 webcam, terrible. Avoid it all. I've been lying all this time. Goodbye. Simcade. Right, I need a cup of tea. A cup of tea, guys. I've lost the plot. What can I put in the background? I wish I was paid by Ian Bell. I don't think he likes me. I don't know. I think I've met him once in real life, but I think I've met him once, but I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think he likes me. I don't know. He wouldn't remember. So anyway, cup of tea. Be back in a second, guys. Hello. Got a banana. Oh, hello, Jimmy. What are you doing? If you enjoy something, it doesn't matter if it's shit or not. what's going on? I enjoy sneaking into your garden, Jimmy, and stealing your chicken eggs. They're pretty shit chicken eggs, but I enjoy stealing them. It's more the thrill of just breaking into your garden, to be honest, and getting the chicken eggs without getting caught. I've been doing it for the last 2 years. Now I've told you it's going to be even harder, but that, to be honest, that would just increase the thrill. I was tempted to actually steal your chicken eggs with a V8 engine on my back, revving at full whack, to see if I could A, get into the hen cages without the chickens escaping from the noise, and B, get in and out before you wondered why there was a V8 engine revving in your back garden, and C, seeing if you had noticed that the chicken eggs had gone. But this is just what I do for entertainment. It's quite niche, it's quite specific, but that's just what I do. Rats in the garden. Don't you have a proper cage around your chickens? Joking aside, when I move house, I'm genuinely probably going to get some chickens in the garden. I'll probably get like a small one of those plastic coops, because I've always wanted chickens. They're really nice. My parents have chickens next door, and they always end up flying in the garden. You have to catch them and then put them back. Put them back. But really, chickens are cool. They're utterly stupid, but I like chickens. I also like eating them, but they're more nice when they're alive. They're more fun whilst they're alive. What came first, Sega Rally or Gran Turismo? Sega Rally. Sega Rally's awesome. I need to go to the arcade and play some of these arcade driving games and do a video on it. That'd be pretty fun. I like sheep as well. Goats, sheep. I particularly like alpacas. I absolutely love alpacas. I don't like llamas though, because they seem too aggressive and they spit on you and they're too big. I don't like camels, but alpacas, sheep and goats, anything alpaca and smaller, I like. Chicken Simcade. Sorry, this is a bit dull at the moment, the stream. I'm just eating my banana. Some people enjoy that. That's arousing for some people. Other people, it's a turn off. A proto chicken was born first. That's what was born first. Not an egg and not a chicken. A proto chicken. Because obviously, yes. There you go. Because an egg would probably come about due to... Cause chickens need to eat a certain diet to be able to actually produce the shell of the egg. So you would have to have a creature that evolved in an area where it was actually evolutionary beneficial, I assume, to actually have the eggs rather than have to carry them to birth inside. So yes, I think that's the answer to that question. Science by Game of Muscle. It's probably wrong, but it sounded vaguely convincing. Okay, banana or the tree. Bananas are going extinct. That's a depressing truth. Right. What's going on? Kelty Parker. I'm about to have a seizure because my eye is twitching. But we're about to get into the Ferrari SF70H, which isn't as good as the 2004. Is Jimmy still here? If you are, have you tried all the cars in this pack, or you've been a cheapskate and not buying them? You need to try this Ferrari 2004 because it's bloody good. Especially if you're going to play it with your VR headset. but we'll continue off trying to get to grips with this SS70H. And we're going to drive it at Germany, the Nürburgring GP. Why not? Yeah, well, you picked the best car. It's all downhill after that. The 2004 and the older cars are really good, but the newer cars aren't that good. Oh, nice one. You're going to get tons of views on that. I probably should have done a video before I did the stream. I didn't really think about these things in terms of views, but oh well. Bananas have been going extinct for ages, William Powell. There's certain varieties of them. We're already on a second variety, the classic banana. You know, what people... You know, like banana sweets, that kind of banana flavour. That was a different type of banana that has now gone extinct because there's like a genetic issue with them getting diseases and stuff. So, yeah, we'll have to move to another variety of banana after these bananas that we typically eat in the UK go extinct. It's all downhill. So I've heard. Maybe I've got that wrong, but I think that's what's going on. MGKU, balanced overtake, top speed. Balanced high. Put different tyre on to see if it makes a difference. Okay. We were running the super. We could put ultra soft on. Let's try slick soft then. Probably won't make that much difference, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, guys, all go and watch. Check out Jimmy's video. Check out his channel if you've not subscribed to it. Jimmy Broadbent. Check out the only sim racing channel that features chickens. Whoa, there we go. Forgetting to shift on the dash rather than the side kick up. Whoa! Well, that was nice. I do like an AC how you can overdrive and still catch it. It's quite forgiving. Let me know when this car's over. I'll let you know when I've learned how to drive. There you are, you're just bloody driving off. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can get on the throttle really early, and then once you do, it starts sliding out and becomes a bit more interesting. Totally Schumacher S's glued. This is a good test for the sim gear button box though, and the shifters. You can smash through them. Which is the RSS? Is that the crazy hybrid car? As I was saying earlier, someone else I know was singing its praises, but I haven't tried it. I'm really not good at driving Formula cars. As is probably apparent. AI is destroying us. Whoops. Should probably put it on an easier difficulty setting here. You know you're bad when the AI is not even on 100%. It's not even on 90, and they're just pulling off. Homoerotic mention there, innuendo. Whoa. You can light up the rears in this and actually get away with it. Ooh. The speed at which you can... Oh, we just ran over someone's mirror. Or traffic cone. The speed in which you can downshift is absurd. I don't know if you're meant to do it that much, but... Sounds like you're starting to enjoy this car. I find, you know, what tends to happen, even with cars I don't like in simulators, the more time you put into them, the more you kind of learn what to get from them, and then so you enjoy the challenge of trying to get the most out of them. So even if you don't inherently like the general character of a car, it grows on you, trying to just better yourself at it, I find. I don't like this compared to 2004 Formula 1 car, but it's got its own challenge to it. And fortunately that's telling me what's going on. I think in VR it'll be quite exciting. You know, it's its own thing. I'm getting absolutely ego hammered by the AI though. They're just embarrassing me. I don't know why Kunos haven't programmed the AI to make me look good yet. I keep sending them money through Steam, and they you know, constantly forget to put stuff in the game that I want. Like, for example, the Pontiac Stinger. Why isn't that in Assetto Corsa? I've literally been promoting AC since the beta, and constantly telling them on the forum that the game needs a real car. If they want the game to outdo the sales of Gran Turismo, they need the Pontiac Stinger. It's obvious. It's, you know, anyone that understands business to a basic level knows that the Pontiac Stinger is possibly the best car ever made. And yet they don't do it, and they won't put the AI to be at a level that makes me look good either. So to be honest, I should never play this. I should actually write a formal complaint to the Queen and get her to sort Kunos out. Maybe England should invade Italy, take over Kunos, and get them to produce the Pontiac Stinger once and for all, and then we can all die happy. True story. Lap 4 of 6, sanity completely gone. Whoa, I'm getting some weird frame drops here. I think my computer might be going to meltdown. We've got AI making a move on us here, making a mockery of our driving. Thank you, Kunos. There's rain lights flashing. Oh, we're not even sticking through the Schumacher S's. It has a weird sort of stable shuffle out of corners, this car. Ah. I can't drive this vehicle. What's wrong with me? Tell you what, Australia would be nice to drive this car, and Canadian tire, what's it called? Circuit Jules Villeneuve would be really nice to drive this car on, I think. I don't know how to change the ENG UK up because I've not bound it to anything that I know. No, I've not bound it to be able to do that. I've got a shortcut key somewhere to do it. Maybe that's why they're all destroying me. Well, that's it. That's enough embarrassment for one day. I think we've had enough of this car. I've been trolled enough. It's not bad. It's got a different envelope to it. It's interesting, but it's not the. Okay, we've got one more lap. Premature ending of the race there. It's not the F2004. Put it that way. And I'm just a bad driver, so bad drivers may want to avoid this car. Good drivers will probably get a lot of enjoyment absolutely ragging it on the limit and really getting the most out of it, because that's where the excitement's going to be with this. I've tried all the cars, yes. The 1984 GTO I think was one of the really good ones, unless I'm getting it confused. Ferrari's coming through my nose holes today. I can't remember which is what is what. Too many Ferraris. This car and the Superfast I think are the worst. There's one of the other classic ones wasn't so good either. I can't remember which one it was. But there's at least 3 cars in this pack that are absolutely extraordinary from my perspective and my preference of what makes a simulated car erotic. So I think it's a good pack. The AI's just passing me with ease. Well, that was a success. We didn't come last. Let's see if we can do a 360 degree. No, we can't. Game's faded to black. Okay, so let's go through. Before we finish off these cars, let's. We've gone through every single car and which were the best ones. Let's answer the questions. Here we go. The real answers here. The 2004. Yeah, I didn't like the GTO. The 2004. I think that's the best kind of pack is the 2004. The Ferrari 2004. The GTO I didn't particularly enjoy. And the Superfast I didn't particularly enjoy. And the 2017 Ferrari I thought, it's its own thing. But it's not, it doesn't really tickle my pickle. But the 2004 Ferrari and the 250 GTO, absolutely amazing. That's not from the pack though. No, it is from the pack. The 250 was really good, and the 330 P4 was really good. Also, the Ferrari 312.67 was really good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 absolutely extraordinary cars in a pack. So you can't really complain. The Superfast is okay, but there's other cars in the game like it. What was really nice was the Ferrari 330 P4. There's no other car in AC that's anything like it. It's really weird how it handles. Absolutely bizarre, but really satisfying, really planted. Just a really interesting car. I absolutely love the 330 P4. And the 2004, again, nothing else in AC like that really in terms of its end profile. The 312 is quite like the Lotus 49 in many ways. It just feels a bit heavier. So yeah, I'm really happy with this DLC. Bloody good job by Kunos. Thanks for taking up all my time this evening, Kunos, with the DLC. I'm absolutely knackered. Yes, I think on that note, guys, I think I'm going to go off to bed. I'm actually dying. But I really, really appreciate you guys all coming along and watching, especially those of you that donated. Dan Brown, there's been quite a few that have come off the screen now, so I can't call your names out, but yeah, those of you that donated, a special thank you to you guys. It means a lot. Everyone else that took part, everyone that subscribed, everyone that took part in the chat room, even you filthy lurkers out there that are just sat quietly in the corner minding your own business, secretly watching. Thank you for coming along, and we'll see you next time we stream. We'll be streaming tomorrow. Jimmers with his chicken. He's strapped a chicken to his sim rig. I've heard a rumour that he's got the chicken driving with the direct drive wheel. He has killed a good few chickens trying to get them trained to drive the sim rig so he can get B-roll footage to make his video production easier. But you know, PTA, what they call the the animal people don't know yet. Peter, they don't know yet. I've now given out Jimmy's secrets. Well, that's it. That's his sim racing racket's been ruined. But yes, we'll be streaming, hopefully with Jimmy Broadbent and Sim Racing Guild Project Cars 2 multiplayer, because that's the only way we can play it at the moment, because no one's got a copy of the game yet because it's not out. And aside from that, I'll probably be checking out the Forza demo. But there you go. Thanks everyone for coming along. See you in the next stream. Good night.